All right. Let's see. Let's see if we got our levels. Is the levels is good? See, just says it's starting. Waiting for the joint. All right.
Oh
And
man.
we
If
are
we got our levels,
live.
the levels is good.
Welcome to the OBS Forced Iron Lords podcast. Now let me stop. The Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 120. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. And we've got ESA doxing, E3 info, Microsoft signing a ninja, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep Delayed, Colin Moriarty versus PAX, and EA shading the switch to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. So let's introduce the four horsemen of gaming, those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict, how you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. I do want to mention all the other people that are using Discord and not Google Hangouts. That's unnecessary. You could still use Google Hangouts. Like literally everyone I see is trying Discord. Like I think Discord looks ugly unless you do a custom template when you do podcasts.
Shout out to Inferno. I love you.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, yo, Inferno. Yo, we're going to sit down. We're going to chop it up. We're going to get all that beautifulness. I'm forcing it. I'm putting it out.
Man.
The energy is out there. We have started. We are on our journey. It has begun.
Oh, man. Yo, shout
I am
out
so happy right now. You really don't understand. I'm so happy.
Yeah,
Look crispy.
he's all about this. He's all about this. But shout out to Addict, man. Apologies to the realm. We had a non-premium stream go up for testing purposes, and my man Addict was helping me get through my frustration of learning. He was teaching me OBS.
There was a lot of frustration.
I'm pretty sure they heard all that frustration.
A lot of frustration went out.
Was
in the
it
world.
really? Was it Iron Lords After Dark
It was
frustration?
Iron Lords After Dark frustration, and we will not.
You should have seen the tags he was using. No one else would see that, but you should have seen the tags.
Oh, I was sitting here on pins and needles, hoping certain stuff don't come out people's mouths. I'm like, do these dudes know they are live?
Oh, we were live. Shout out to Native, shout out to Rafe World. Shout
Yeah,
out to
stayed up till like 6 in the morning making sure all that is fine.
Jesus.
That's probably when you hit me up.
Shout out.
He hit me up in the middle of the night. What's up? I'm like, okay. It'd be like 4. It'd be the 4 o'clock in the morning. Addict, what's up? So I'm like, what's going on?
But yeah, it's a learning process, so bear with us, Lords. But like King said, eventually we'll be looking to elevate the situation. So just bear with us. We're learning. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single-player selfish experience, and also the Sastradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank, my man, Lord Sovereign. How you doing, sir?
What up? What's going on? I'm chilling. I have both eyes this week. I'm back.
Oh, you back? Yeah.
There's no more Nick Fury.
I know, man. How you feel? I feel like I haven't talked to you a lot this week.
Yeah, man. It's
Who's
been
sovereign?
Yeah, who's sovereign? Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's going on, son?
Chilling, man. I'm good.
Mhm.
Chilling. I've been since I got my eyes back. I got
There's a fourth
play
Iron
little
Lord?
bit.
What's that? What's up?
Oh, damn. They are four horsemen.
You sitting there saying like you haven't talked
Like,
to him.
yeah,
this
like,
is
exactly. Like he hasn't missed more shows than me.
Wow.
Oh, we got yo. Saul put out the
Wow,
Iron
he
Lords
went
tender
out-
sheet. He put out the Iron Lords.
He went
put
out
that
with
out
the
there.
tender sheet out. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. So what's going on? So first of all, are you feeling better? That's
Yes,
the
I am excellent. Went to the eye doctor yesterday. I needed to get some new contacts and new glasses, and he was like, "The cornea is good to go."
How did you scratch it?
Shout out to Lord Jack Move. He had like a similar thing. They gave him glasses that made him look like Morpheus.
Oh, wow.
He had the dark around the eye joints covered like this.
Yeah, he literally like Morpheus, man.
Yeah. So you know that we like part of my job now is sort of dealing with different types of departments and specific things that they get rid of, particularly when where you used to work, King.
Right.
So, in transporting some not cool stuff,
Right. Yeah.
something from the bag broke.
Oh my
and
God.
flew in my face.
Oh my God.
And flew in my face. And the thing about it is that stuff I'm actually allergic to as it is. So if it touches my skin, it went right in my eye. And my eye looked like a tomato. right after it happened. So then
God.
I had to like go. And
did you do the eye wash? You had to go do the eye wash.
I had to go do the eye wash,
Okay.
and then after that, actually, I took a Claritin D,
Yeah.
and that cleared it up completely. So I thought I was good, and they were like, "Nope, go check it out." And lo and behold, had the scratch cornea. So,
Oh man,
So,
sorry to hear.
yeah,
that.
a week later, though, antibiotics and all that stuff, it's all taken care of. So thankfully,
Did I tell you that time that I worked under the UV light without the shielding on?
oh no!
All right, so check this out. Right?
This just seems like a really
This
bad
sound like a
story
bad-
already.
Listen, it's absolutely horrible. All right, so I'm working in the UV light, and I didn't know that because they tell you the procedure, right? So I just jumped inside the room really and was knocking out the stuff, and I'm working in the UV light, but I didn't turn the shielding on. There's a shielding that blocks your eyes from having the harmful rays. So I'm thinking it's all BS. Trust me, when they tell you to block your eyes, it is not BS. All right. So I go home. I'm taking the train. This is way back in the days. I'm taking the train. I'm going home, and I'm sitting in the train, and it's like getting tunnel vision. My vision is zooming in, right? So I'm walking home. As I'm walking home, it's getting smaller and smaller. So as I come up the steps, I get in the house, and I lay down on the bed. I'm completely blind at this point. I'm panicking in the house. I'm by myself. I don't have a cell phone because that was. I wasn't before cell phone, but I mean, I always had a cell phone. No, matter of fact, I did have a cell phone, but I couldn't see the numbers.
Oh wow!
Right, so I'm just laying there hoping somebody calls me. I fall asleep. I had to work that Sunday. This happened that Saturday. I had to work that Sunday. Ches was at the animal.
Oh, shout out to Ches.
Shout out to Ches. Good old boy, right? So he calls me in the morning. He like, yo, my man, you late? You want me to clock you in? Shout out to all the people stealing time.
No doubt that used to be a thing, not anymore.
Shout out to dudes.
You can't do it anymore. Cameras and all that.
No, not even cameras. That's fingerprints. They got you now.
Boy, you on deck now. So all right, he clocked me in. I get up, I'm like, man, my eyes is mad crusty, and my face feels heavy, like I was in a fight. I go look in the mirror. Both of my eyes is the size of this microphone, like each eye, and they shut, and I can barely see through it, but I can see. But my eyes is pussy, filled with like mad mucus and fluid. My God, I was so appreciative that I was able to see. After that, now I couldn't sue nobody because it was all on me. But I was scared to death.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah,
it's that flash burn, and if you don't know any better, or you don't get specifically trained in that, you'll go in and not even know what you have to do. So now and this is back in the day. Now they make sure that they train you however many times they have to make sure that you got it. They have to do it because there have been people who have left the job and gotten a decent amount of money from them because they weren't properly trained.
Don't call me Danny. He said, King, you gave yourself flash burn. Wizards usually get that. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
So with the eye thing, I'm assuming you didn't really get to do much gaming, or did you touch anything? Or
no, actually, yeah. I
was still playing.
Shout
out to Saul.
Yeah, I put on the Nick Fury. I did what I needed to do. So I was playing more Bloodstained, man. I mean that game is fantastic. It really is. And on the X
version, you traded.
No, that Switch version is back in the bush.
What the hell is wrong with you? Did you just say the Switch? He told you, and shout out to Digital Foundry with my man John.
I just like pushing my solve as a trader narrative.
And I wouldn't mind if it was a solid 30. That wouldn't bother me. It's just everything else that goes along with it. It was poor. It seems like it's poorly optimized, and they've been talking about doing updates that have not come to pass yet. So I don't know where these updates have. It's not happening
though. They coming.
Yeah, they said they're coming, so we'll see. But I'm done with that version. But what else did I play? I haven't gone back to Youngblood. I'll go back to it eventually. But.
Yo, you were so right. I saw another person that I respect his gaming. Not saying I don't respect. I always respect your gaming. But I saw his video on it. I didn't know it was getting a low Metacritic scores, even though I don't care about that.
I heard one positive thing about it.
Right, and I've heard just nothing but pure negativity towards it. And I'm like, man, these people are so resistant to change. don't change the wheels on my car. Don't change it. Like, I'm like, yo, really? This is the side story, bro. This is where they supposed to be able to get that ability to flex their muscles to show you, do you like it this way?
And I fully agree with that. I agree with that. Take the side stories to experiment, to go crazy. I don't know that this works if you put it in the mainline Wolfenstein stuff. So that's to me, I think just leave it there. I think it's a little experiment. Yeah, I hope it's dead. Let's hope it's dead. But beyond that, let's see what I play. Oh, I played more Fire Emblem. So shout out to Attic. Shout out to Attic for blazing and beating the game already.
Can we chop it for a second?
Sure.
All right. Don't. You know what's funny? You know, because you have a brother. Shout out to Kaibatsu, right?
Yeah.
So Attic is like he's like my little bro, right? So the funny thing is, I get what you go through with Kaibatsu.
Oh, like, when he blazes just
the game will come out, and you like, yeah, we both got it. This, that, the third, and then you speak to him 2 days later, and he's like, yeah, I'm at the end. And I'm like,
oh, man.
And it's like they blaze so hard.
They consume games.
It makes you disgusted because you already know what this thing is. Like, you don't even want to play the game no more. You get so mad.
Yo, he could not have spoiled you on it, but you get so pissed off.
Oh, Attic was spoiled. Attic will give you a light spoiler. He'll give you the light. He's like,
but he don't know he's doing it.
That's right. When you get
I totally told him the twist of the game.
Oh, no. Wow. Him and Kaibatsu need to go to spoiler etiquette school.
For real.
Because they will do this to you, man. And it's like,
those are our pro gamers. Like, I try to tell people, like, certain people have a real knack for stuff, and I sat there and I watched Attic play, and I was like, this dude is really out of control. Like, when we was playing that Sin game, remember that Sin game, Attic? We ran up on
Sin or Sacrifice or Redemption.
Wasn't you the only person that ended it right there?
Yeah, I was on like the last boss when
Yo, I got goosebumps just saying it right there. I got goosebumps. If y'all can see that right there.
What's funny is I'm the only person I know because there's a boss in that game that has two forms. But if you're good enough, you can kill her before she goes into her second form. I'm the only person I ever know that's done that.
That's the funny thing. Like, I've never been one to really like watching. Like, we'll get into when we talk about the Mixer and the Ninja thing. I don't like watching, but I will watch Attic and I will watch Kaibatsu. It's something about their skill in those particular types of games, like the platformers. And
you got to watch Kid Smooth too on his challenge.
Oh yeah, that's the opposite. That's the opposite end of the spectrum. Right?
Kid Food is for comedy. Don't eat your food while you watching his streams because you're gonna go up and choke.
He's naturally entertaining on the stream.
Yeah, he definitely is.
But shout out to you, Saul, for dealing with a brother who is a savant.
Yeah, he is a savant at this stuff.
Yeah, that last mission, man, is rough.
I don't know. He hasn't mentioned that he has it because I know he was trying to hold off. And actually, I was going to hold off on it at first until I started hearing these reviews. And I'm like, hold up, I need to be part of the zeitgeist. I got to pick it up. So I actually don't know if he's picked it up. Maybe he has. And then the last thing I have to say that I played, and I had to give a big shout out to 2004 because I had to get that Doom 3 on the and I had to do it on the Switch. I couldn't do that. I had to do it.
You back in pocket, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
This is the thing. Like,
and it's the absolute worst version.
No. It's 1080p, 60 frames per second. Yo, it's doing its thing.
We out here.
For me,
I'd rather play the original platform.
Tell me why. Tell me why you had to bump your head against the rock.
Remember, listen, in 2004.
Oh, you playing it on the iPad?
No, I'm not playing it on the iPad. Half the refresh rate, I just saw half of it. But in 2004, that was the first time I ever bought a gaming PC. Like, really, I spent nearly $2,500 on a gaming PC for 2 games, maybe 3 games. Far Cry, right? The original Far Cry.
That we still can't run right.
Exactly. Half-Life 2 and Doom 3. For me, Doom 3 was that first moment. It was that first game that was like, oh, can you run Crysis? Can you run? It was one of those games. It was the pinnacle, the absolute pinnacle of graphical fidelity. It was just amazing, and you needed a monster machine to do that. I remember I got that Athlon 64, that AMD, and then I had the whatchamacallit, the NVIDIA, like the GT 6800, something like that.
That's when we was on that wave.
Spent crazy money on this. So to see that game running at optimal settings on this tiny. I needed to do it. It's crazy. It's been 15 years.
Stop with the Stop with the Because when it's on the X and when it's on the Pro, it's native 4K.
It is. It is. And guess what? And guess what? My dumb ass got it there too. I just needed to rep.
Wow. You know what? It's one of those games that it marked a point in time.
Yeah. It really did.
Shout out to Rick. Rest in peace to the homie
Diablo X.
I went to his house and I had gave up on gaming PCs. I went to his house. He said the new Doom is out. I was like, so who cares? And I got to his house and he turned it on with the lights off. You know,
oh my God.
And when you get off and you come in that first room and then the monsters like boom, boom, boom.
Fire.
The next day, I went out and got me a gaming PC.
Oh, so that was the jet that got you a PC.
Because I got off that. That's when we was on Voodoo and all that. Remember we doing benchmarks and all that. Me and Brian was on some craziness.
You guys were the original.
We were nuts for that stuff. Nuts.
No doubt, no doubt. And of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Access Gamer.
Ooh.
The Lord of Combat Sports. King of the statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how you doing, sir?
Listen, let me tell you, under the circumstances, I'm going to do fantastic. I don't care. No matter what, you're not going to stop the glow. This is what, let me tell you what I'm saying with this. Ever since this bathroom has had that overflow, and I done had that issue back there with that bathroom, I want everybody to go out, hit Empire today. Those are the people that did the floor, the laminate flooring. Shout out to them for discontinuing the laminate flooring that I have here. You see that? It's beautiful. Shout out for them for discontinuing it a year later after I got it. So now I have to have in my laundry area, because the laundry, like you can see the washing machine dry over there. I have to have a separate, different tiling for the laundry area, or I had to do this whole floor completely in a new laminate. Now, while they working, they decide that we gonna break a statue.
Oh man,
we gonna break a statue and try to act like the statue done hopped off the shelf by itself.
Oh wow, hold on before you go on. Dizzy with the $2 super chat. King of the knees needs to pay up for the people. Shout out to
Dizzy. I don't know who you are, but I just have to say that I concur, sir.
That's finest. That's the Lord who gave that net.
Oh, that's who it is. I'm sorry.
That's our editor in chief.
I'm joking.
Listen. I can't wait for when y'all have to swipe that card on the side of your PlayStation to play those backwardly compatible games that y'all think y'all gonna get for free. Ain't no disc going inside there. Watch. Y'all gonna figure it out. They gonna get all in your wallet. So all those $2 you sending every week, you should have saved it to pay for the backwardly compatible games. All right, so after I get on the phone or whatever, do try to boss up or whatever. I was taken aback because I said this is gonna be a situation where y'all probably wouldn't have got me on the podcast today. All right, because I was definitely gonna go to jail. But shout out to being older and wiser, and I decided that's not the wave. All right, during this week, I hop out. I'm at work. I hop out, and I'm going to one of my locations, and Adrian Brown is walking up the block. And he's walking up the block, and I hop out. I'm like, "Yo, AB, what's good, baby?" And I tend to forget how tall I am, how big I am. I tend to forget this, right? So I'm approaching him like he's a regular size, that we regular size people together. He's a smallish kind of dude. Now, as I'm hopping out, Ghost Supreme hops out the side of the truck. And when he hops out the side of the truck, Ghost is mad short. So you just see a figure moving on the side of the car. I look at Adrian Broner's eyes. Now, at this time, me and Ghost is wearing matching Iron Lord shirts.
Oh, so he think it's the goons. He think it's the goons. He think 50 Cent the goons are.
God, do you understand the fear that was in this man's eyes? So I'm talking to him, and I'm like, why is he actively making his way to the hotel? He didn't have any security with him. He was out there with the bellhop. The bellhop probably walked into the store wherever to get the good food or whatever. And he was walking back with it. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah. You know, he had no jewelry on or nothing.
Yeah, he's regular.
And he's making his way to the hotel. And it clicked in my head. I'm like, oh, this boy thought it was the get down.
He thought the Jux was going down.
He thought it was the bang bang boogie. You was about
to Yo, shout out, hold on 1 second, yo. Shout out to Jason Elliott with the $5 super chat. King David, I know this is gaming. Please speak on Fury fighting the dude none of us has ever heard of.
Listen, I'm gonna give you that right now. Just as you can see, I was just getting ready to go into. I understood now why Broner was here. He was in New York. Shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's in the house. New York was rocking this weekend with a series of fights. Now I didn't go into these fights because I didn't feel that they were something like, you know, there wasn't big fights. These are fighters. You know, like Sovereign will probably watch it, Cognito will probably watch it, you know, Aquino will watch it, you know, real fight heads. So you had Kaznacki versus Areola as the main fight, and that was a knockout, drag him out. Both out of shape looking heavyweight. But yo, I think it's a new wave going on for the don't do no sit-ups, no ab work.
The dab ball wave is a dab ball. That's what we doing.
But these boys is in the mix though. Like they are actually throwing. They set the record for the most punches thrown in a heavyweight fight.
Oh wow!
So if you want to go check out an interesting fight, entertaining fight, go watch Kaznacki versus Areola. All right. So in the sub-main event, you had Pascal versus Brown. Now Pascal is trained. Jean Pascal is the light heavyweight. He used to be a light heavyweight champion. He's trained by Roy Jones.
Oh, you said Roy?
Right. Now, Roy is his idol. When he lost before, he had to come back with his idol. He wanted to do a farewell tour or whatever with his idol. And you saw what Roy taught that boy in that fight. He hit Brown with punches. I mean, straight up, sock him in the mouth punches. He hit Brown so hard, one shot, he just put him on his butt. And Brown just looked like, dang, where that came from. And it came from Roy. If you are a fan of Roy,
what's his money name? What's his name?
Dean Pascal.
Dean, how is it?
Jean Pascal.
Jean Pascal. Okay.
Jean Pascal.
Okay.
Pascal. So he went on to beat Brown, which Brown was the favorite in that fight. Every fight last night was fantastic. All right, and then you had Stevenson versus Olawakundo. All right. I probably butchered the hell out of your name because you wasn't supposed to win, but you beat the brakes off of Stevenson. Shout out to you for doing your job. I do appreciate great fights and live dogs coming to the fight. Kobe Covington.
Oh, talk about it.
Yo.
Talk about it.
You know when your phone is blowing up? So my phone is blowing up and they like, yo, turn the UFC right now. Turn the UFC right now. I turn the UFC. Why is he coming out like Kurt Angle?
Yes. Yo, he did it like Kurt. He did it like Kurt. Yo, that's real joy.
It was the best entertaining ring walk I've seen from UFC ever. And I've been watching you guys. I think he's doing a good thing when he's playing this heel crap. I like what's going on with him. The fight was super entertaining. This dude, I don't care if you like him or hate him. He is must watch.
Oh, he's must watch. Did y'all see the post fight?
Oh,
yo, you gotta see. He said, "Wait,
Matthews."
First of all, he disrespect Matt Hughes on the joint. He said, because you know Matt Hughes had got into the car accident joint, right?
Yeah.
So he got into the car. He disrespect Matt. And he's like, yeah, because you know what I'm saying? This is the Kobe trainers. If you on the tracks, you gonna get run over. Don't be a Matt Hughes get hit by the truck. I said, yo, you talking about dude accident, right? So then you got that. Then he's like, Kamaru. What did he call him, Marty? Because they keep using that narrative that his real name is Marty. Like he be front, like he's not African. So they said, so they be calling him Marty Fake Newsman. And then, so he like, yeah, you faking injuries. You don't want to see me. You out here. You can fight right now, but we know what you're trying to do. You hold on the belt. So then Kamaru get up on the joint, and he like, yo, what's up? So it starts popping off at the interview joint, and like what you call it was like, yeah, because we know you fronting this, that. He said, yo, forget about December. What about, Kamal was like, what about right now? So he took his shot. I said they had to break him up. Yo, it was lit. I ain't going for it. It was lit. It is.
Didn't have a UFC feel. I mean, a WWE
feel. It's pure.
Yeah, it's
WWE,
pure.
You know what I'm saying? But it's entertaining, man. It's entertaining. I cannot front, man. And yeah, so that was definitely a thing. And shout out to Cyborg, Sov.
Oh yeah,
I told you last week.
I don't like what Dana's doing. And
no,
I'm a big
I don't.
Dana fan. And look, we all have our issues with Cyborg in the past or whatever. But the way he's handling this situation that she got released, like not feeling it. And then what I don't like is that like when a fighter's stock, because obviously she got blazed by Amanda, right? So now he's running with this narrative like, yo, she's scared and, you know, this, that, and the third. She wants easy fights and all that. But it's like when you call you call a chick a man and you personally disparaging, I can't rock with you.
Well, I saw the joint and I know most of it was taken out of context. But at the same point in time, you being the CEO, you being the boss, you don't do that to your workers.
Brand. Yeah.
But it's not his brand. Remember, we already talked that if he didn't build you up, he don't care about you. Yeah. And she came with an already established brand, and her brand was very strong. He takes pride and joy in breaking you down. If you were bred and born in the UFC, he takes pride and joy in tearing you up and destroying you and casting you to the side when it's time for you to go on. Because he said that he will not try to match any offer that she has got from Bellator or anything else. So her leverage going into negotiations is zero.
Yeah. So that's that. Anything else you've been playing?
Okay. All right. So remember when I made that mistake at Microsoft and it was $14.95?
Yes, and you blamed Microsoft.
Yes. I don't care. It was their fault. I don't care. They gave me back my money, so they admitted guilt. Yo, Dragon Ball Z Fighters is $14.95.
Wow.
And I downloaded it. I paid my $14.95. Shout out to young Chris. That game is the best looking game of our generation.
Really?
I'm telling you right now, if it ain't a straight up cartoon, it looks just completely like the cartoon on
it's a beautiful game. Definitely is.
Beautiful.
The ratings on LordSovILP.net says otherwise.
And some people like Red Dead Redemption.
But shots!
Wait, one shot at me.
No, that wasn't at you. Oh man, you didn't make the game. I wasn't going at you. No, baby. If they had a Switch version, then I would be going at you.
No. So it's been Dragon Ball Z pretty much.
Yes, that and Destiny getting my opulence on.
No doubt. And of course, we have the Lord of the Cooperative Experience and Gaming Ninja himself, the Shinobi, Lord Cognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the IOP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Destiny, Solstice of Heroes has been for me. The grind is in full effect. Been getting that going on, trying to get my fly gear before Shadowkeep. Obviously, Fire Emblem on the Switch. Got to touch a little bit of Madden on EA Access to see what time it is, what's going on. My 9 is looking good.
You still got that? You still got that?
Listen, I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud with Madden. Like I only play Madden when my team is good. When my team got prospects with Niners looking like they might be something this year, so I'm like, all right, let me see what Jimmy G and the crew gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's pretty much that. Obviously, watch UFC. We talked about that old joint, but yeah, let's get into it.
Oh, hold on a second. I just want to address Jason Elliott's $5 super chat. Jason, you know that no one knows who Fury is fighting. He signed that contract with ESPN, and he's trying to milk it for as long as he can go. So his stock can only go up if he keeps winning. So it doesn't matter with a lot of these guys that can do no wrong, like Triple G and other guys. I will go into that on another time with racism and boxing and stuff like that. But he's allowed to fight these tomato cans and pad his record going forward. And I know is crap. I would not be covering anything of that type of fight going forward. If these heavyweights and these champions want any type of recognition from my area, they will have to step up to the plate. You know, shout out to Deontay Wilder fighting King Kong Ortiz again. His second heavy.
Oh, ain't that the boy that he that boy dropped him before, right?
Yes, yes. He didn't drop him, but he had him on the ropes. Deontay's never been down.
Oh, okay.
But he was almost out of there though.
Yeah, it was spooky that one. I saw that one, but then he got Big Boy out of there after that.
Yeah,
so he be matching that dude.
Yeah, he's one of those champions that even if he won, he didn't win how he wanted to win, and he could run that back with you.
No doubt, no doubt. So, Lord Sob, before we get into the poll, do we have some business to discuss?
Yes, sir. We have some bills to pay. It's that time of the month once again to say thank you to our loyal patrons. So let's get that going. Let's do that.
Woo!
Okay, we're gonna start off with first off.
Let's get it.
Lord Meds. Thank you so much for the support, brother.
Lord Meds, what's going on, brother? That's what's up.
And of course, our forever patron, Lord Corey Lydek, aka Lord Whiskey.
Baby, always with me, brother. Always with me.
No doubt. No doubt. And Lord Slow Mo Back Slap. Lord Slow Mo.
Best avatar in the game.
Ever. And shout out to Lord HB33. Thank you for the support, brother.
That's what's up.
And of course, our fellow YouTube brethren, Nintendo Direct. What's going on, man? Thank you, sir.
Get Nintendo back on, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, no doubt.
I like him. Good
dude.
And of course, Wraith the Emperor.
The Wraith always makes his presence felt. The Wraith.
It's my man's.
That's what's up.
Big shout out then to Lord QX Masters.
QX, these are new names, man.
QX has been here. No, QX has been here. You know, I'm not reading.
Oh, you're not reading governments no more. Oh, okay. I'm so used to snitching. I'm used to you doxing. Like the ESA.
Exactly. As I immediately segue into a government because that's the only name I have.
Patreon doxing.
So big shout out to Lord Vincent Deary. Shout out, and that he's a new patron, so thank you so much for the support.
Let's give a shout out to the new page.
No doubt. Followed by another new patron, Lord Zorro. Thank you so much for the support.
I like that. I like Zorro.
And of course, followed by Fastback 6768. Thank you, sir.
Lord of the Mustangs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I think his birthday. Shout out to him. Yeah, it was his birthday
shout out.
recently. Happy born day to Fastback.
Happy belated,
always
brother.
Supports us in the realm, man. Always.
No doubt.
Salute.
No doubt. So he's followed by Lord Stitch 6669.
The lover of Switch topics, my man. Lord Stitch.
Yo, you know what we should do? What I was thinking about? All the Patreons that are in their birthday month, give a shout out to them, especially if it's close to that day. Give a shout out to them in their birthday month. Get at these dudes for giving us something special.
We're gonna need that info because that info is not.
You don't be careful with the doxing now. ESA is out here, you know. Sensitive information, y'all.
Trying to get us.
Let's be careful out here.
All right, so Lord Stitch is followed by Lord Vagabundo.
My Destiny last word, brethren. That's my guy. That's up.
And of course, followed by friend to the realm, family to the realm, Lord Gaming Forte.
That's the homie right there. Shout out to Dizzy for being petty. All the Patreon should receive a set of knees by King. Hashtag for the people. Continue.
No doubt. You're gonna be the one that's gonna be so sad when you go to turn on your PlayStation 5 and you realize there's no back compatibility the way you think it is. Check, please.
All right, and Lord Forte is followed by our friend and get well soon, brother. Hope you're feeling better. Our friend Lord Undead.
Yo, shout out to Undead. First of all, all y'all hit up Undead 3XVI. He's in the hospital right now. He's going through it. Please send him some love, some wishes. That's the homie right there. We wish him nothing but the best and health. So Undead, heal up, brother. Hope you're listening, and hopefully at least you can smile because we definitely think about you. We want you all right in the realm. So salute to him.
No doubt, no doubt. So Lord Undead is followed by Lord Lynchpin. Shout out to you, sir.
Lynch, that's the homie. I believe from Germany. Salute.
Followed by the Lord of xCloud and friend to the realm, Lord Bill Stillwell.
Legend.
The man right there.
That's the man right there.
Yo, Bill, I hope your leg is better.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
He got the hockey injury. Yeah.
And his rib. Shout out to the real one. He said the dude got out there that day and tried to show his slap skills. I was dead in the chat, boy. I was dead. He's funny as hell.
Salute to him, man. Heal up, brother. I hope that the swelling and all that stuff is going down, man. Definitely wish you the best.
All right. So followed by patron number 1, Lord Michael Lugo, aka Monkey Punch.
Punch, my homie.
Lord Lugo.
That's the man right there.
No doubt. Followed by Lord Sammy Prescott.
Sammy, what's going on?
Followed by, once again, I believe, yes, a brand new patron, Lord Night Music. I remember seeing you in the chat last week. Good looking. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. And of course, family to the realm, Lord J. Fonzarelli.
Oh, Fonz, the grounded one.
The grounded gamer.
That's what's up. Cyberpunk's own.
Oh, wow.
No doubt. Followed by the king of the stream team, Lord Snalydo.
Oh, Petey, Streamy.
The stream.
Yes.
Lord.
The man of the red shirt loving.
Yeah, you would think that's the only shirt he has, man. Like we're being cheap with the shirts.
He got the whole collection. That brother loved that rojo.
Yeah,
y'all not gonna throw Petey under the bus like this.
You're not doing that rojo.
He called him Lord Rojo. My shirt go rojo, rojo. Rojo. Continue. We out here slandering Petey. Continue.
Big shout out to family from the cradle to the grave, Lord Loaded Pixels himself, Lord M. Bird.
Cobera.
And the man who truly does have every single colorway of every IMP shirt ever created, Lord Cat Daddy Fat Stacks.
Oh, that's the homie. Truck driver, the homie. He's supposed to be coming out of E3. Don't get scared about your information. We still want you to come out of E3. Yo, that's the homie right there. He always
use a burner account. That's all. Just don't give it real.
Baby. P.O. Box. That's how we going to do it.
All right, Lord Cat Daddy, followed by Lord Tao, aka Tazuichi.
What's up? Salute. Always a supporter.
No doubt. Followed by Lord Johansel Villegas.
Johansel, the homie.
This list is getting a little long here. What's up?
Yeah, man. Every month, man.
Yo, guess who followed me on Twitter?
Who?
Christopher Hart.
What?
Woo! and Chris, I followed him back.
That's what's up. See, PlayStation Xbox can get together.
It's all love. Exactly. And of course, last but not least, Lord Death Singer from across the pond. Thank you, sir, for all the support from the very beginning.
My XCOM, my ESO bro. You know what I'm saying? He gets it. Salute.
No doubt. So let's get into these giveaways.
Let's get to the rigging.
Oh boy,
let's rig the numbers.
If those Ironback payments did not go through, you know where you stand.
You know when there's a broken statue, you gotta send that money.
Send that bread to solve. You get your name called out for a prize.
That's how it goes. How it works. You know how it works.
Let's go.
All right. So the winner of our $10 gift card giveaway is new patron, your Lord Vincent Derry.
Oh, okay. We doing legit this week. We doing legit.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out.
We don't know if Vincent came in with the bucks though.
Lord Vincent, you know how I go. Lord, everybody gets a freebie. Everybody gets a freebie. At least a month or two of no palm greasing required.
He gives you a taste.
All right. Shout out to Lord Vincent. I'll get you that information. And all right, let's get into this $20 gift card giveaway. And the winner of our $20 gift card giveaway is... Oh my God.
What?
Hell has frozen over.
What?
Lord Slow-Mo back.
Yo, he never wins. He complains every week. He be like, it's rigged. Yo, salute. Slow-Mo. See? What happened when you drop the bag off the correct way, the way we tell you to, then you gonna get your name called.
Listen, leave it on the stoop with your name inside.
There you go. See what happens? Good things happen.
Make sure you buy that Dragon Ball Z Fighters. so I can beat you up.
Slow-mo for the win. Wow, that's the first. We've never seen his name. I was getting worried. I was
For
like,
real.
you're breaking too hard.
Yeah.
What else we got?
All right, no doubt. So now, last but not least, our Teespring giveaway.
Who won?
And then apologies to the 2 previous Teespring winners. As you well know, Teespring only ships in waves. So your orders are sitting there, and I'm waiting for shipping information that has not come to me yet. So as soon as I have it, you'll have it.
No doubt.
All right. So the winner of our Teespring giveaway is Lord Sammy Prescott.
Oh, that's a nice one.
I don't remember Sammy. Has Sammy won?
I don't think Sammy's won the Teespring joint. You got the drip. We got the drip, son.
No doubt.
Drip for sale.
Shout out and congratulations to all our patrons, to all our new patrons. Thank you for the support. Thank you for showing up. We really appreciate it. We're working on making adjustments to this thing. Like I said, it's very weird, and I'm never around. So
Sammy commented. He said, "Nope, I never won. It's my first one." Salute to Sammy.
Oh, Sammy, no doubt. So that's a good thing.
Man.
So once again, man, we appreciate all the love you guys have been showing us. It's really important.
Yo, he put no.
Like, no he made it clear. He's like, "No, I did not win. So this is my first one."
I expect to see no more frauding messages in the chat.
Man. Y'all done did the right thing. Y'all done greased the palm.
You've been appeased.
Exactly. So that's what we got solved. We are good in the realm.
Yes,
Iron
sir.
Bank, another monthly Iron Bank. Fantastic. Let's get into the poll results and then get the show popping. So last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question: with the critically acclaimed release of Fire Emblem and Switch's scheduled Switch Lite and software lineup for the rest of the year, do you think this will translate to Nintendo winning NPD hardware sales for the remainder of 2019? The winner at 66% of the latest 3-way ILP poll was the Switch train is full steam ahead. Undefeated for 2019. Woo!
But I'm not putting a meat on that, though. I'm not putting a meat.
Shout out to you two for being influencers.
Coming in at second place at 23% was the Petty Lords. I don't care. Joy-Con drift and terrible online service automatically keeps them in the Bushes group.
That's me.
And last place, with only 11% of the vote, was the COG Stop Getting Gas. PlayStation 4 and Xbox will win at least one hardware month in 2019 group. Shout out to all the Lords who participated in last week's poll. Lord Addict, what do you feel about this, sir?
It is what it is, I guess. Look, I don't talk about Switch propaganda. So you know,
Says you're not reading the leaflets that they handing out.
I'm not on the red Kool-Aid. Okay.
Thank
Like
you.
I don't drink the Kool-Aid because Lord Cognito has the gun to my face and tells me to drink the Kool-Aid.
Switch coming in hot. Well, you really got people yelling that out. This is ridiculous.
Salute to all who participated in the poll. We're going to get into the topics now. We were going to do our normal order, but some things have transpired. Some breaking news. So we're going to get right into it, man. ESA. Woo. E3 organizational leaks. Data over 2,000 journalists and analysts. So pretty much if you apply for a press pass, you know, you have to provide your information, and that information for the most part was always been secure. But as of a couple days ago, there was a list that was pretty much accessible to anyone that had press contact information, phone numbers, home addresses, the entire likes. And I want to shout out, I believe her name is Sophia Norwitz. And she was one of the first to bring it to the attention of everybody. But from my understanding, she went and contacted the ESA and contacted our very own Hogue Law as far as what steps to do before breaching the story to the public. And yeah, this is pretty hot. They've since then, the ESA has made a reaction. They're calling it, they were made aware of a website vulnerability. that led to the contact list of registered journalists attending E3 being made public. Once notified, we immediately took steps to protect the data and shut down the site, which is no longer available. So there's some point of contention here. You know, a lot of people are saying this is not a vulnerability. Some people are saying that this was an Excel spreadsheet easily accessible by just a link that said helpful links with all this information. So yeah, Lord. So we got.
I guess at the end it was a helpful link.
Always helpful. So, Lords, we're gonna bring this to you guys. Let's start with Lord Addict, man. I mean, with all this has come out, what's your stance on it? You know, what do you think the impact is, and just the safety for everyone in E3?
I think you know, people keep saying stuff like, "Oh, it's only happened one time." Something to this degree, it only needs to happen one time, and it'll be this much of a big deal. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I think E3 might be a wrap. I think this is going to be a very big check. Because we're not talking about, you know, people that have no influence in the community. We're talking about people like people have Jason Schreier's address. Like, you know how many weirdos out there should not have Jason Schreier's address?
Facts.
Like, and we're not even. I mean, we're talking about you know, a bunch of influencers that probably have stalkers that follow them on their streams. They might have their address. Like it's more. I feel like people are underselling this more than it's way more of an issue than people are acting.
The other thing is, Addict, that we got to talk about is that I've been seeing reports. I'm glad you brought up that name. Shout out to Jason, but you know, I've been seeing reports that people are blaming Sophia. And they're saying that if she didn't, message it, then it wouldn't have been as big as it was. And listen, just for the record, you know what I'm saying? I believe Sophia, she wrote for Colin Moriarty and those guys at one point or whatever. So, you know, listen, there's always history with people's views and stuff like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, some journalists or some people have taken exception to the fact that she put the story out. So she's come out with her own videos and saying that she took the necessary steps to do everything possible to not, you know, to make ESA aware first before going public. So,
well, it's like she said in that video, she sent ESA a message immediately. She tried to call them immediately because she's not a bigger YouTuber or a big outlet. They didn't even open up the message. I mean, us at Iron Lords podcast, we send emails people probably never ever open. So it's like, look, like, are we gonna blame the person who just discovered it?
They don't open our emails at it.
Look, man, all I know is sometimes stuff happens. It is what it is. But you know, are we going to blame the person that discovered it and tried their hardest to get it? You know, she contacted people she trusted on that list that, you know, could get the point across. But at the end of the day, it's like, look, are we going to blame the person who discovered it or the people who had the breach in their system? Like, I don't understand what we blaming. Like, we blaming the victim's victim. Like, it makes no sense.
It doesn't make sense. It feels like there's just hate involved that she's the one that broke the story. And
somebody got to take the fall.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm be honest, like, this bothers me on a bunch of different levels. First, what kills me about it in regards to how she's being treated is that it feels like they're scapegoating her because, again, nobody else broke the story. And what kills me about what I've seen recently, I try not to get on that bandwagon where everybody hating games media, whatever, because we grew up listening to games media. This is how conversations that we're having today started. Like, these guys, whatever the politics of different outlets or whatever, I don't care about that. But it does feel like there is this overwhelming sort of sense of trying to suppress individual voices that outlets don't necessarily always address. Maybe individual people at outlets address on their own personal Twitter accounts or whatever the case may be, but outlets in general as an entire entity don't address this stuff the way it should. And that bothers me. Now, this stuff, when it comes to the leak, this is big, because you can't try to get away with the fact that it's a security, some sort of breach or whatever, when there is a link to it on your page. There is a heading with a link to it. You did this for whatever reason. Oh God.
Yeah. Let's
Like,
talk about it, so.
How do you try to get around this? Like, how do you try to not accept full responsibility for what you did and why you did it? And shout out to Hogue, because Hogue broke it down really in detail. And basically he's saying this was on them to handle from the very beginning when they collected your information to ensure that in no way, shape, or form could this happen. So why? And then he went into the details about what they can share, what they can't share. Right. And the fact of the matter is that the details, the fine print, isn't very detailed. The fine print is very broad in order to allow them to not accept fault for certain things, right? So, man, this is just painful. I know, Cog, you had mentioned that you might have been.
Yeah, when I get to my point, I mean, I'm very concerned, but we'll get to my point. I want to get.
So this just sucks all the way around, and I mean, I don't know that if it's gonna affect E3 as a whole. I don't know if it changes the course of what's happening with E3 and what it becomes, but it's definitely gonna be a sticking point moving forward. And if enough big journalists get behind, attacking this and making sure that they're held responsible for this, who knows what can happen.
But Sov, let me ask you this. Well, before I pass it to King, what about? Listen, we all know E3. I would say on the decline, but it's not as strong a show as it used to be. Right. So now we couple this leak information. Right. Now, how do you think this affects maybe going forward for 2020? Like, we know people that was like, "Yo, we want to go." Now, granted, those are mostly going to be gamer passes and stuff like that. Right. But how do you think this affects media moving forward? I mean, this is a major.
I think it's going to depend on the fallout. If you start seeing, big journalists from bigger outlets start saying, "Listen, man, like somebody's knocking on my door. Somebody's like, I'm getting crank calls. I'm getting like my personal safety and my personal space is being invaded as a result of my information being out there." The more of that stuff you start to hear, the bigger the pushback is going to be. So how it's going to depend on how serious it gets, how many crazies get a hold of this and decide to do stupid things with it. And it's going to depend on how the ESA addresses it. And they need to stop trying to push it off to the side and accept that this happened. And there's going to be a scapegoat. There's going to be a fall guy. They're going to find some way to explain why that was even there and why this happened. Whatever the case may be, they still have to accept end user culpability for whatever happens with this stuff. They have to, regardless of how they word it or how they want to flip it or whatever, they have to address it directly.
Right. Fair enough. Lord King, where are you at with the ESA E3 doxing info?
All right. Since when we destroy the messenger, not the message, at what point in time do we get to condemn the whistleblower for blowing the whistle? Some people upset that she actually got some form of following or whatever after that, and she was trying to be reputable. She showed transparency.
Well, what it is she's been on. Let's call it what it is. She's I think in the past been maybe on the side of Gamergate or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know what her views is, but obviously she's in alignment with Colin, and we don't do politics on the laws. But you know what I'm saying. From my understanding, that's where a lot of the vitriol seems to stem from, based on her past views on certain subjects.
But the crazy thing about it is, and again, not getting into the political side of it, if you really look at the things that Colin Moriarty's been vilified for, it's BS. It's BS. Like,
save that thought. We got that topic later.
We'll get into that. But it's kind of ridiculous that you have this sort of movement against certain opinions that people have that aren't even, everybody has the right to be offended or not offended by whatever. At the same time, if you're looking at it as a person who, trying to be objective and trying to be as fair as possible, this stuff doesn't even touch the surface of being horrific in a way that to have people being sort of singled out and then attacked in this way. It's sort of ridiculous.
Listen, when your information is on the net and somebody can access it by a click of a button, and it's like it's there, the level of insanity that can ensue from that moment on, you can't control it. So they was perfectly right to shut everything down,
right,
to close everything up, and to get it off as quickly as possible. So shout out to them for doing that. You don't know the level of damage that it already has caused and what will happen from it, and everybody's holding their breath, hoping that you don't have a situation that escalates from this breach. Well, it's not even a breach if it's
it was out there. Yeah, it was not a breach. Technically, it was out there. They put the phone book out in the street. It was,
and on everybody's level, everybody's gonna sit there and try, because it's one person that probably had the oversight of that, and it's gonna boil down to everybody. You're gonna get the name of the person. There's footprints all over the place. It was one person that gave the go, they clicked the button and allowed it to happen. And now it wasn't her. All right, so why is she being vilified? But we also know when you make this little political things, there's a lot of political things when it goes behind the scenes. Like when people be saying Jay Shry and all this stuff, I don't get into that. Yang Yang and all that. I don't get into none of that stuff. I'm here to play video games. Fact. But when it comes to people's safety, that's when I take issue to that. You have to understand that these are normal people that go to the supermarket, that can't afford bodyguards, that they live at home with their children, that take their children to school, and you're putting that whole household in jeopardy when stuff like this happens. And that's something that you should take very seriously, because you don't want any nut job that wants to say, oh, I really like PlayStation, or I really like Xbox, and I didn't like your view on this, and do something stupid.
Facts. Yeah, this is a big one. Man. All right, so let's get the elephant in the room. Shout out to Sophie for doing the right thing, because at the end of the day, I got first, and I spoke to Hogue, right? I got firsthand that she went to him from a legal standpoint. She went to the ESA. She went to 2 other sources before leaking the story, right? So in my opinion, if she really was about to click in the joint, you just put the joint up, right? I'm trying to get these views, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So she went and did that first. So in my opinion, it's respect. Secondly, it's not a vulnerability, like we all said, right? It's easily accessible file that says, link. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, ESA, like, what we doing here? Like, how does this happen? Like, how does
lapse in judgment?
Yeah, media and journalists downloadable spreadsheet that's literally like, click me, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this just terrible on so many levels. Go ahead, Attic. I hear you talking.
If anything, she should be commended and she should be appreciated for showing that people can get your info that easy. Yeah. But what it is people are blaming her for the spread of it so fast.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just like, look, like if she wouldn't have noticed it, and first off, someone sent her the information that it was leaked, so it was already out there.
It was
like they're just lucky that someone found it that was a respectable person that didn't just leak it. He privately emailed someone he knew and had them handle it because he didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And at the end of the day, it's like, to me, these guys are still responsible for having the information out in the situation it was. You know what I'm saying? So, that to me is the real issue. But on the other side of it, you got to look at it like this, like the personal effect. Like, I'm an industry badge holder, right? So this affects me. You know what I mean? So anyone who deals with like IT and like government, you know what I'm saying? Like they call it PI. So basically, it's personal identifiable information, right? So that right there, there's strict policies. You know what I'm saying on that, like very strict. So you got like to the point where you have to take a course to actually maintain your access in order to have access to that joint. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like they are in serious trouble. Like serious trouble. Like I have no idea how that happens, and we got to see the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? We got to see what's gonna happen as a result. Legally, if they're gonna the lawsuits. We know there's a lot of big names involved. You know what I'm saying? As far as like companies, the Goldman Sachs, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like this is such a cataclysmic botch for them, with them already being on the decline and mishandling that PII. And here's the other thing, y'all. that's United States government rules for PII, how you handle personal information, right? The people on this list, a lot of them are European, right? They got this other thing called a GDPR. Like, they got their own legal set that at the end of the day, if they want to press, each of them individually can sue the ESA and come off. So, like, they are in big trouble. Like, people don't understand. Like, this is a big, big deal. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. And then you got, like, the last thing I'm just going to say is, like, how confident moving forward are people going to be with trusting them with the information? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got on this trip. Yeah, so
it's scary, man. It's really scary, and it just I don't know, like the timing. Again, I'm not saying, not conspiracy theorying or anything like that, but the timing is kind of crucial, because if this does become a big thing, that question that you asked, like, okay, so being that E3 is in this sort of state of flux, where does it go if people don't have the confidence in it anymore, right? If the people who go and cover the games and this don't have the confidence anymore, how does that change what this show ultimately becomes? You know what I mean? So
I don't really feel that E3 is in flux. I'm not going to run with that narrative, because that lends to a whole different side of the ball. We were in a transition year, and it was prudent upon a couple of companies that didn't have wares to show, and economically it wasn't financially advisable to step forward and do certain things. But other people that were at E3 was E3. It was the same normal E3 that it has turned into when it turned into the trade show. I believe that it had record crowds just like before. And also, the merge and information was being out. The way we consume information now is on a higher level. And saying that the way we consume information now is on a higher level, that same information is people information should not be readily available for anybody to click on and get your address. That is severely troublesome.
If you look, it was crazy. If you look at the picture they put up with the Kotaku article, right? It's like it's a link that's readily there. And then the funny thing is, they warn you what comes after the link. It says registered media list, and it says, please note, this list shows registered media contacts as of May 30th, 2019. So it's telling you what's coming behind it. How is this a breach? How is this?
It's not even a breach. It's like, how does this happen, though?
How does this happen when you have it readily available, and then the sensitivity of the information because you give a disclaimer before anybody?
It's almost like someone thought it. Guys, got at it.
Let me ask you a question. How long this been up?
Who knows? That's the question. Who knows? And like that's what I'm trying to say. For all this pitchforking against Sophia, like it was up before you know what I'm saying? Like it's been up. So who knows? Listen, man. Here's the other thing too. We got to keep it real, right? Like at the end of the day, it's like we all got our opinions and our views, right? Same thing with journalists. We all got our favorites, and we got people who we don't necessarily care for their opinion. So could you imagine some nut job? You know what I'm saying? Like running down because they have this. This is scary stuff, bro.
I can't. I lived through, a lot of, superstars or whatever getting run down on because of their information and stuff got out. Yeah. Now, on a lower level, well, you can't even say a lower level because our entertainment, our chosen form of media that we choose to consume our stuff with is actually bigger than movies, bigger than TV. It's the highest form of entertainment. So that our stars, the Collins and the stuff like that, these guys are on the front line, and Twitter spreads like wildfire. So if a guy gets a screenshot of somebody's address and posts it on Twitter or whatever, and it just spreads across, do you understand the level of damage that this can cause?
Oh yeah,
this is out of control. What it is and what the fear is now. Who is going to pay out?
Yep.
Who is going to be accountable?
Oh, it's somebody's going to get pressed. Someone's going to get pressed because at the end of the day, you talking big money now. You talking about all sort of people affiliated as like Goldman Sachs. These type of people affiliated with their information and stuff leaked. they're going to press the ESA. There's going to be big dog lawyer talk going on behind the scenes, and they may have to settle. But that also, we don't even know how much bread they got.
That might go away.
That's what like. This could be a finishing blow for the ESA. Like, and then let's just say they survive it, right? Then what media journalist is gonna, in full confidence, trust them to be like, all right, we're going to E3 next year.
Nobody.
Going to E3 next year. Let's do it. Like,
yeah, we'll go to E3 if you're not involved.
Facts, man. Facts. Scary stuff, man. But that's what I got on this. Lord look, first of all, shout out to the chat. I know y'all saying we got a lot of mic issues. Please bear with us. We've got a lot of things going on right now. OBS, and then apparently Yetis have been bugging out. My Yeti's acting a little crazy. So if I sound low, I apologize. And if Ag sounds too high, he apologizes because there's an update that got our Yetis acting out of whack. So we're trying to work through this. So please bear with us.
How's my microphone?
That's how you had to buy that Samsung.
Yes.
Listen. Don't be Sam promoting.
Is the microphone sound coming in, baby? Is it coming in crisp? Is it that?
Anyway, moving along. Lord Addict, man, you up, man. Don't worry about the mic, man.
Addict just dropped out.
Just dropped Oh, he dropped out? Oh, man. I see he's going to sign back in. So, we basically, Lord Addict was going to talk about Mixer. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. And some signing a ninja. So let's bring this to the realm. You know what I'm saying? Start off with Sov. Like, what do you feel, Sov, about this big move by Microsoft?
I mean, for people who care about the stuff, and I'm one that doesn't. Like I said, I don't really watch people play games like that. I know it's a big deal, especially to a lot of younger gamers. I mean, that's kind of what they've grown up with. I know my nephew, like, he just loves watching people do stuff on YouTube, like whatever. Like when he was younger, he was like unboxing videos of stuff, of toys and like things like that. Now it's like people playing Fortnite. He loves watching that stuff. So I don't get it, but I get how big it is. And the fact that the biggest streamer on Twitch has now moved to Mixer is a big deal. It's a big deal for Mixer. I don't know.
Biggest streamer, sir.
I'm sorry.
He's not the biggest streamer, so I was corrected.
Oh, really? Okay, so I stand corrected. The biggest streamer is
some dude.
Some other dude.
What's the dude that smoked Ninja? That smoked Bone. Put it in the chat. What's the dude who smoked Ninja like he was a newbie and his stock fell? Put that in the chat so we could give the shout out to the name of the dude. What is it? Tifu? Yes. Tifu.
Shout out to
Tifu. The top dude. Anyway, we got the second best. We got the runner up. But yeah.
So question, again, what you guys who use Mixer more, is Mixer kind of in trouble?
Well, this is the vibe I got. The vibe I got from them is that they're like, look, they're kind of a fledgling platform with slow growth, right? But they've been in third place. The reality, it's still Amazon with Twitch, Google with YouTube, and then them, right? But it's not that they've been failing. It's just that they're the third person dude, but they've been having slow growth. But as far as feature-wise, the latency is way better on Mixer. That's one of my reasons for me actually liking it, because the chat to talk ratio is very quick.
Right. I mean, that's what when they first announced, what was the other name, the original name of Mixer before they switched to the Mixer? What was it called?
Beam. Used to be Beam.
Beam, right. So I remember that when they switched it over to Mixer and they announced all of these, like these quality of life improvements, the first thing you notice is that when it came to like resolution of streaming, the latency, all of that stuff kind of blew Twitch out of the water. And people thought, wow, this is going to be a huge paradigm shift. And it just didn't happen just because how massive Twitch is. So to see that, you know, they're making moves to try to solidify that and continue to grow it is cool. I think it's something that's necessary in the gaming environment in this day and age. Again, it doesn't appeal to me, but I think it's important. And then for people running with that narrative that they'd rather spend $50 million on a streamer and not a
they not buying it.
and not a AAA game, like, you know what? Hold on to that thought. Wait a couple of years. If the games that are coming out of their first party acquisitions and the new stuff coming out of these studios are not up to snuff, go right ahead and run with that narrative. Until then, just whatever. Like it's foolish.
No doubt. Addict, are you back, sir? I see you back. We know you're working on your mic issue, but let me know if you're back, because we're gonna get you your topic. We want to make sure you in on this. But until then, King.
Yeah, baby.
Ninja time. What's up, man?
All right, so check it out. When Ninja came over, his first stream, I think that did 100,000, right? Off the rip, 80,000, something like that, more than anybody else is on there, right? So that's money well spent. Those are 80,000 to 100,000 eyes on whatever game he's playing. Now, imagine when those are first-party Microsoft games. You know, Microsoft is learning the lesson that they had with the Zune. The Zune was a superior product to the little iTouch, whatever, and it died. The reason why it died, it wasn't nobody behind it. Wasn't, you know, everybody cool was behind the Apple stuff. So I understand he's not at his peak right now, but he has enough of a fan base that you bring him over and he's going to bring eyes to whatever topic or whatever game that you have there, and he's going to play it. Now you get this big streamer, because I don't really watch people play games, but there's a ton of people do, right? 80,000 to 100,000 shows you that the eyes are there, and it's money well spent when marketing looks over and said, see, I told you, day one it's a hit. So boy comes over, he hits a home run. When that next Halo launches over there and he's playing Halo competitively and all those streaming views and everybody wants to be cool like Ninja, and he climbs up the ladder and it has, like Cognito said, the latency is better. People get a chance to look at the platform in a different view, and it makes it hip and makes it cool. That's when it moves. What Microsoft is trying to do is build a foundation. You just can't walk in there and have the Taj Mahal built. You had to lay one brick. So you're getting upset with them laying one brick, and you're saying, but what about the games? They just brought divisions. These guys is actively working on games. So what you want them to be, a one-trick pony and don't actually diversify their portfolio? Who's going to play these games?
Sam Walt said, King, you put a lot of trust in Microsoft in these first-party games.
Yeah, you know what? I have to. I have no choice. This is where I game at. So if you're not going to have faith in your console, then move on to the next. I have a PlayStation upstairs. I get every first-party game that comes out. Guess what? We got dust on it. That PlayStation. And I'm not saying that they don't have great games. They have great games. I just don't like their ecosystem and their environment. And another thing, we talk about the ESA. I don't feel safe with them. My information is readily available at the click of a hat. People could be driving around in that new Corvette with my name on it. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on with those dudes, and I don't trust them. But I trust Microsoft. And if that's a problem, if that's a problem for you, I want you to put up the sheets, the receipts on how many times Microsoft has been busted wide open and your information from Microsoft hit the streets, and how many times Sony's information hit the street. I don't feel safe with them.
Why you don't feel safe?
Safe with them, yeah.
I do not feel safe. I will not be putting my credit card information.
Stranger danger.
I know active PlayStation players who don't put a live credit card on their joint for a reason. Now, don't fraud me and tell me you put a live. If you want to put your back against that PlayStation, you want to back your PlayStation up, you want to back that Sony situation, put your card up. Put your card on deck, and then after somebody goes and purchases 40 or 50 PlayStation Pros and run your account to the ground, and Sony tells you, bruh, we got nothing to do with that. Microsoft will give you your money back. So I'm saying, nah, every little bit counts. So.
Shame on you.
Oh man.
So King, I gotta ask you though. So I have no doubt he's gonna play Halo, right? Halo.
He mentioned that. He mentioned that's his roots.
That's Gears. He's playing Gears in September. He's gonna play Gears.
But that's the thing. Do you think they're gonna, part of the deal is for him to play games that he hasn't
traditionally
played?
I'm gonna give you $50 million and you ain't gonna play my game?
I know Halo. I know he's playing that. Everything else though, like if they be like, yo, Ninja, I need you to play. I need you to play.
He gonna be on that Sea of Thieves stream. He gonna be on that State of Decay stream. He gonna be on that Game Pass stream.
What is he gonna be on? He's gonna be on everything that drops out fresh, right? Now, everything that drops out fresh is definitely on Game Pass. All right, so that's a win-win. So now, when he's streaming, you can play like Ninja right now on Game Pass. You can challenge Ninja right now in a game on Xbox in Game Pass, right? Follow us on Mixer. I don't care what anybody says. This is building blocks stepping forward. If you're telling me that you're upset at a company putting their best foot forward, they lost this generation, sir. Like, they lost. So what the hell do you want them to do? Because what they was doing was not working. So now they're changing it up. You getting upset? Come on, man. You can't have it both ways.
Let me jump in. This is good. This is juicy. I like this.
It's funny though, because as somebody, I like I said, I get it. This is not something that I get because it's not something that I'm into.
Right.
But as somebody like looking at it from the outside, you say, yeah, man, you spent money on this dude. And you know, why didn't you spend money on, you know, keeping that Call of Duty exclusivity stuff? You know what I mean? Like that stuff, like it's stuff like that that makes you work, like makes you think. Because if you really think about it,
you know why? I can tell you why. I can tell you why. When Call of Duty comes out, Ninja's gonna be playing it on Mixer. And we don't need to get no exclusivity, nothing. We got Ninja to play it, and you're gonna like it. You want to play with Ninja.
Why you gotta say it like
that? Yo, man, listen, this is juicy. This is juicy, man. I mean, what is it, King? This is a Phil Dominus Maximus.
I'm gonna tell you right now. When it comes to this situation, everybody's gonna look back at it. Y'all seeing the footprints because he's leaving it in the sand. And you're gonna understand at the end of the show when the Taj Mahal is built, and I'm gonna be standing right there next to it because I was there. I was laying when they were laying the bricks. I was telling you, I'm gonna be like, oh no, King is a fool. He's a fool. He's believing this guy. He's a fool. Don't follow his ways, brother. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to reach back. I'm going to put my hand out. I'm going to say, listen, join us. It's okay. It's okay. Ninja is going to be leading the charge because just not too long ago, y'all was on that Ninja train. And y'all can get right back on that Ninja train. When Coltrane and these dudes is doing their thing in September and Gears of War 5 is being streamed with Ninja with like 1 million views. All the words that you're gonna eat is very short. The words is coming for the dinner time. Dinner time is showing up soon.
Shout out to Shrew Mushroom. He said Ninja gonna be playing Voodoo.
He's like Super Lucky's Tale 2.
What I want y'all to do is I want y'all to put it in color so I can understand what they're
saying. Yo, shout out to the stream team.
For the save.
For the save.
Oh my God.
Lord Snalydo in here talking that Mixer Talk, your favorite streaming service.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's one of my favorites.
Yo, Snalydo, how you feel they gave Ninja the bag and didn't give you the bag and you've been there first?
Oh my God. I just cry at night looking about the bag of money that I could have had in my hands.
So leader of the stream team, now that we're getting into this whole thing, obviously Mixer has made the announcement. Like, what are your thoughts on this whole process between, you know, Mixer, Ninja, and the effects? Where you at?
So there I feel like there's multiple things that are gonna be coming up from this. Now, there's a lot of amazing things that are going to happen for Mixer, and there's a lot of amazing things that are going to happen for Twitch. And being someone that's been in the Twitch community and being in that streaming community for a really long time, I see that the Mixer community is definitely going to grow. It's going to get bigger, and it's going to get a little stronger because of Ninja moving over there. And it's also going to help a lot of the smaller streamers in the Twitch community because those people that are going to be normally watching Ninja and have an allegiance to Twitch aren't going to leave Twitch, and they're just going to go and find another person to view. So I think it's going to be really interesting. As for what Ninja has done, I think it's for him really dicey because I personally think that from what I've seen with Mixer is that they plateau with viewers. I feel like they don't have that many people coming in.
Dizzy's on your head right now. He said, "Hold the salt, though." He's on your head already early.
Oh, hold on. He's in the chat. I'm getting into chat now. I apologize.
Shout out to the LogNet's editor-in-chief, Dizzy versus ILP. These are internal discussions that we're having live. This is funny. Continue.
Yes. I am not anti-Mixer beyond what most people think. Me personally, I think that it really has plateaued. But with Ninja coming in, it's gonna revitalize a lot of those people that are gonna be moving over.
He's gonna get some views, baby. He's gonna get you views. Ninja's gonna slide some views your way.
That's essentially what's gonna happen. People are gonna end up starting to see that, and that's great. And I think that with Ninja moving over, it's going to be a great thing for Microsoft because it's going to allow them to grow and to be able to get their name out, get a lot of their games out that most people are not used to seeing on a regular basis, which is, what I think is going to be interesting. And everybody knows the only reason why Ninja ended up moving over there is because they gave him money.
He got bodied though. He got bodied.
Oh man,
he just got bodied though. He just got bodied by Tfue. He got Tfue bodied him. You know what's funny? I'm talking from a perspective of not knowing crap. Because I didn't see the body, and all they did was get into my chat. It was telling me how bad he got bodied. I was like, oh man, he got bodied and he got 50 mil.
Chat mad at Petey. They said nothing is dicey about a guaranteed check, Petey. They said Ninja's basically Ninja's basically going to be the Xbox Mixer spokesman. That's not dicey. They don't like your dicey statement.
No, that's the thing.
What Ninja took Major Nelson's job. I gotta read that. Jonathan B. I do like when you in the chat. I really do appreciate it, but I like to see it in color.
I've said it before. I think what Ninja did was smart for Ninja. That was a good decision for him,
right?
Because from the rumors that I've heard that like when he ended up starting to play Apex Legends from Fortnite, they gave him a cool, like, EA was like, here's $1 million, boom, play Apex Legends. Like, so if they're giving him $1 million to play one game for like 6 months, 3 months, whatever the deal might have been, think about what they ended up doing with Mixer. Because when he left Twitch, what people don't realize is that when you're affiliated, not even partnered, you have to sign a contract with them.
Right.
Like, I am affiliated with Twitch.
Right.
I have a signed contract with them stating that I cannot stream on Twitch and Mixer.
The team over here, you over here with the other side of the team. Trying to promote your own lane over here.
I am.
He was honest. He was full disclosure. There was no hiding. Hold on.
I've never hided this whatsoever. When you sign with them, a lot of people, they don't read that paperwork. They don't read it. They're just like, I'm just going to sign it because this is what they want to do. It states that we cannot stream at the same time Mixer and Twitch.
No competitive.
Where you cannot multicast to two platforms. Right. You can stream to Twitch. You can complete that stream, call it a day. Then you can stream to Mixer, complete that, do that. You cannot, when you are affiliated with Twitch, you cannot stream to Mixer.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, Petey. $5 super chat with Brap. The only Ninja exclusive I want to see on Xbox ends with the word gated.
Yes,
shout out for Brap for being petty on the Ninja side. Thank you.
Yes. Go and play your backwardly compatible. It's available to you, and you don't have to pay anything extra. It's Xbox.
So the game's already there. He can play it.
Yeah, the game is there, so stop. We don't know what you're talking about, sir. Anyway, Snalydo, question, right? Does that sound like fair? Like, you giving a non-compete and you're telling them they can't do it at the same time. Are they afraid that somebody might choose to stream with Mixer because they get a side-by-side comparison at the same time? They might be showed up. Do you think it's like a Switch situation?
I will not say it's a Switch situation whatsoever. I think it's what I think is that Twitch thinks that once these individuals get to their statuses of partnership, that they want to keep them as partnered. Now, I think it was about 1.5 years ago, Facebook, Mixer, I don't know about YouTube, but I know Facebook and Mixer for a fact ended up finding Twitch streamers that were stagnant about 200 to 100 and change streamers, and they would end up going to them and go, hey, we're going to give you a contract to come over and join Mixer. We're going to give you partnership and blah, blah, blah. They ended up walking over to them, and people would end up going, all right, I'm doing it. And they would get, because those streamers are going to want to look like they can live for the rest of their lives. They want to be able to work for the rest of their lives streaming. And when you get to that stagnant point, it is really, really hard. And when you hit that partnership, they see those content creators and they go, oh, we're going to keep them here. We're going to sign those clauses. And for some people, that's fine. That's fantastic. That's what they want to do. That's cool. But for other people, they want more. And where Ninja was, where he was, he pretty much was just like, I'm the shit. I don't give a crap. Language, sorry. Like I don't care. Like,
sorry for a second. My man just went in here and got in them colors. My man Jonathan B just got in them colors, and I'm sitting. I'm going to read that. My man Jonathan B, can Pete take the green screen down so we can?
Hey, there's no jail. If you want to talk about it, it's literally a wall. It's literally a wall. That's all it is. But
yo, Jonathan B, you gotta stop being petty. He said Twitch jail cell. No,
he said he is streaming from jail.
Definitely not.
Continue.
The reason why I stay with Twitch is because that's where the community that I've built and grown is. I'm too small to say, hey, I'm out of here. See you later. Bye. Like, that's why I'm there, because that's all the people that I've known and I worked with, and that's what I do. For people that are on Mixer, they're going to feel very similar, that the people that they stream with, they host and things like that.
Yo, King, why you got the fraud alert on?
Why are you doing fraud alert?
King, why you got the fraud alert? What's going on, King?
This is what I'm going to say.
What?
That Twitch stuff was old, baby. That Twitch stuff is yesterday, baby. It's yesterday. The wave is Mixer. Ninja has shown you the way. Ninja has sliced through all the rhetoric. He has made the path.
Ninja has got the bag too, King.
Listen. Hold on. You have just stated that Ninja will raise everybody's sales. Ninja has stepped into the port. Everybody's boat is high now. Everybody will get food. Everybody will eat. The streaming life on Mixer will be fantastic going forward. Why? Because the Ninja has shown you the way, and you continue to stay in your contract at Twitch. Ninja left.
My question for you is that if you were partnered with, if you were subscribed to Ninja over in Twitch, right? And he's got X amount of users over there. Now, he literally has tweeted and stated, I have gone to Mixer.
Right.
You come over to Mixer, I will sub you over there.
Yeah.
So you have all these people. I don't know what the equivalent to Mixer's subscription plan is for the user base that's going to watch. So
shout out to Dizzy.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Just so King can throw the
I don't want to hear
it. Oh, it's back. It's back.
Somebody paid for the fraud light. Did you want the fraud light over here?
Continue, Petey. Never mind the slander. Keep going, Petey.
What we need to see is not what's happening right now. We don't want to see, because Ninja's pretty much paid for everyone to come over to his channel right now. He has all these followers. He has all these people over there now because he's literally paying for them to come over. So what we want to, I'm just going to talk louder like an Italian, Dave. So, so what we really need to see is what's going to happen long term. We need to see what's going to happen in 2 to 3 months. Don't get me wrong. I think that what he did was smart for him, and that was great.
I want to bet you some knees. I want to bet you some knees.
I'm not betting.
Listen, that come September, when that Gears drop and Ninja's playing Gears, that will be the highest viewed game shown on Mixer. That day, Ninja boots it up and it gets to popping.
Listen, I'm not gonna first put knees or bets on with you because that's what's gonna happen no matter what. You're gonna have Ninja, whatever he plays is going to be top over there because he produces like a lot of great content and a lot of people come over to him. How are people going to compete when you're sitting there streaming and you have Drake playing with you in your channel? If you have football players playing in your channel, there's no way that you can compete with that. I'm sorry, but I think that whatever he's going to do is going to be on the top.
Do you think they may employ strategies with him similar to that, or encourage him to do that, as well as Microsoft's first party lineup? You know, is it more of a marketing play as opposed to just a traditional you're just coming over to Mixer thing? You know what I'm saying?
No. I think it's definitely got to be marketing for them, because if you look at any of the larger streamers, any of them, you will see them getting lots of games that are first party, brand new, things that everyone's going to watch. I've seen streamers that, you know, when they end up are the top of the top. I'm talking like Tim the Tatman, Co Carnage. I'm talking all those guys. When they get games, their streams, which are usually like, you know, 2,000-3,000 a day, going up to 15-20K a day. So that's just because of the games, and they know that's what's going to happen. And I know that this has been a long riding discussion with Dave that people from Twitch should be getting money to market their games, because you're pretty much getting their games for free. Right. They should be getting on the bankroll. They should be getting money for that. And I agree with that. And Ninja is taking that steps that are saying, yeah, I will take your money. Thank you very much. And I will be like your bankroll to go with games.
How about. Jonathan B is out here on fire. He ordered something. Did that man say Drake? T has Mixer.
Pusha T has Mixer. Salute, man. I hear you, Pete. I want to jump in a little bit, man. Like I said, I think this is. I gotta. What we say, King? I think you're on to something. That's what we say now, right? When they throw the super chat. But man, I think this is a Phil Dominus move, man. I think that
Phil Dominus Maximus.
Regardless of how you feel about Ninja and the whole thing, you know what I'm saying. As far as him, as whether he's on the decline, all that, we gotta admit, you know, what they're trying to do as far as position Mixer as a new entity to be on. We saw the short-term effect as the app, it went to like number 1 on the App Store, whatever, right? Okay, cool. But the short-term effects is kind of paying off already with that, and his fan base, you know what I'm saying, is going to come over. But to me, the way I look at it is, being that Microsoft they're more entrenched in the services game right now, right? The Game Pass, the xCloud, right? To me, he kind of fits in line with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think
Guido, you got it. That is on right now.
All right. Shout out to Restored Hades with the $10 super chat. Ninja didn't do anything different for a sports athlete. They grow as a free agent, then they cash out. Plus, Ninja said he wants to get back to his roots, aka Halo. Overall, this is a good decision. Salute to Restored Hades. I was just about to get into that. The thing I'm saying is this. It's like,
but you got to tell him he's on to something.
I can't do it as good as you.
You're on to something there, Restored.
You're on to something, Restored.
You're on to something, because I understand the foresight coming forward. Don't you think that this is like a 3-prong approach? Like Cognito was just alluding to the services. Right. So you got Game Pass that's hitting there, right? Now we're going to stream this to you. All those games that's in Game Pass is going to be played by the top dude that, you know, because Tifu not over here.
You create this rivalry.
You know, I'm trying to make it hot. The top dude is over here on Mixer, right? So now for Snalydo, when Ninja stopped streaming, and all those dudes is left, they're like, man, what's the next thing, man? What's on? And they click over to your channel. Who did that for you?
That's the thing. What a lot of people don't realize is that when you are part of a community, even like Ninja has produced, and he has moved over to Mixer, people have allegiances to the streamers that they watch. I know that I have certain individuals that I watch, and I watch them on Mixer, and I watch them on Twitch. I will go back and forth between the two. Right. But the thing is that I will always watch the person that I prefer to watch. If it's on Mixer, if it's on Twitch. It's just like if anyone wants to watch something on Netflix, or if they're going to watch something on Hulu.
But we gotta admit this. We gotta admit this, like PD, like if someone's your favorite, right, you're gonna go where they're at. Like that, if someone's that big and influential, you're gonna go where they're at. So it's going to have. I'm not saying you disagree. I know where you're going. Like it's gonna have a short term effect. To me, I just look at it the overall scheme of why Microsoft is doing. It's like this fits into their mold. They're going services. They're going with all this stuff, and then Halo. We all know Halo Infinite is going to be a launch title for Scarlet, right? Immediately in the press conference, your man is talking about his Halo roots, talking about how much he loved and all this other stuff. Make no mistake, in my opinion, the marketing blitz is going to be crazy with him in front of that. They are trying to set
Drake up there with him.
You're out of control.
Like, I'm just saying, like I'm with you all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, when Addict put this topic up in the chat, I laughed it off.
Yeah, I remember.
I laughed it off. I swear. Addict is a prophet.
Addict is shout out to Addict, because if it wasn't for Addict, I don't know any of these dudes. If it wasn't for Addict and PD telling me who these dudes be, like I'm old. I don't know who
PAX
these dudes.
East. Reminder of PAX East.
Yeah, like I didn't know. I'm out there with Danitage, right? Shout out to Danitage, Lord Danitage.
Danitage is the man. He's awesome.
He's the man. No disrespect. I gotta be honest. I didn't know who you was until PD told me.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he's one of the top. He's the most this, and I'm like, oh, word, he's the coolest dude. I didn't know his stature. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show you the generational thing that we had. But go ahead, King, continue with that.
Okay, so but my thing is this, right? I'm one of those dudes that I can be watching somebody do a stream, and I'll see, because I don't know anybody. It's like going to a party and you introduce yourself to people, and you get to, when Cognito and I was at that, what was that? A Twitch party in Boston? What was that?
We met Wicked and that was some
a mixer party?
No, it wasn't mixer. Well, I said when we met Wicked, Uncle Tommy and them.
Yeah, whatever that party
was. It was the House of Blues jump off.
Yeah, it was a jump off party, right? We knew no one going in, but everybody was shaking hands and kissing babies, right? you want to know, you want to meet people. So if I see Snalydo, I look up, and the first thing that you do, you look up at presentation. Yeah. Okay. So maybe your presentation is not all that you're not pulling people in. All right, but you showed me a whole lot of things that I have no idea about, like when somebody sends money through, or when you get a new sub, how to put little graphics up and stuff like that. I had no idea about that stuff. That stuff is way beyond me. But when I see it happening, it's pleasing to my eyes, right? So I become a new follower to that person. Now, if I came over just because of Ninja, and Ninja stopped streaming, good point. But I'm still up eating my Cheetos, and I want to see who's next up. I want to find the next ninja. Who could say you not the next ninja? And you on Mixer, but you're not, because you on Twitch. This is where this is happening for you. This is where that's happening for you. That next person up that's going to catch the attention of that kid, that adult, that person that wants that streaming realness, they're going to get it. And it's because they brought this guy over. If they don't bring him over, they don't get that sub. They don't get that extra. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a great thing, because you cannot. We lost on all fronts. You understand? So when you're trying to get back, and when you're trying to get confidence of the people, you got to get confidence all the way through. You just can't get confidence just because you brought a studio and you put out a game.
Right. No, let's be real. I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, it's a generational thing. Me, Soft King, we're not used to it, right? But this generation, they follow their top streamers. They go to where these guys are going, and like case in point, Sea of Thieves was kind of dead for a bit, right? And then I forgot who it was. Popular streamer. They start streaming it consistently, and then all of a sudden, it kind of like shoots through the roof. So that's like the new marketing now, right? The new marketing is the favorite streamer playing the game, and then people kind of going off. So I think ultimately this is a Halo Infinite push. This is a Scarlet launch push. I think, and I agree with PD though, contractually Twitch, because I know people are like, oh, Twitch is petty for cutting him so quick. Contractually, they had to do that, right? Like they that's just part of the thing. But I think they're setting up a play. This is a next generational play, and it's going to be interesting to see, if this strategy, pulls off for them, because I didn't expect this. I'll be honest. And the other question I got for y'all is, do you think as a result, more of the bigger guys say, hey, if Ninja's got the bag over there,
50 mil make a brother eyeball shake.
I think we're already seeing that effect.
It's all about the money. for streamers, I mean, and Addict will agree with me. If you're going to pay me enough, I'll do whatever the hell you want me to do. If you want, if Microsoft called me right now and said, "Hey Pete, I want you to stream every day on Mixer," I'll be like, "Just cut me
we tear up the partnership agreement.
I will take the link to my shirt."
Yo, Dizzy, you heard Dizzy in the chat. Stream team said, our stream team lead said, if they drop the bag off, he coming over. You heard that, Dizzy.
I would
wise words.
I like listen. I mean, as Addict and others would say, like
that is the motto of the Iron Bank. That's how you do it.
Being a streamer right now, it is difficult.
To Twitch, nothing holding you to Twitch. Nothing. Just a bag slid your way. And get you to sign your allegiance over very quickly.
But you got to remember, you got to think about this in the way of a streamer is that their community means everything. Yeah. If I end up cutting my ties with Twitch and going over to Mixer, all of the friends and people that I've met on Twitch, they're not going to want to host me. They're not going to want to come to my channel anymore. They're gonna
go. I'm gonna give you a New York saying. I'm gonna give you a New York saying. Scared money don't make no money. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this: if you that dude over there in Twitch, you that dude over there in Mixer, you started from the bottom, you can start again. It's nothing to scrap it to start all over. If Ninja not afraid, baby, don't be afraid. Now I'm gonna say Ninja got the bag though. You understand what you got to do?
PD, it's not too late, man. Time we got to have the contract. We got Lords of Gaming Mix exclusive.
I don't want you to miss the lane, baby. This your lane now. Don't let Ninja come in here and bogart your spot.
So let's get Phil Spencer on the phone and we'll start cutting some deals.
So only if the bag involved will you leave. Only if the bag is there.
Attic is back. Attic, man. What you think? This your topic, bro.
So are you saying, Petey, that you're a sellout too? You just ain't been offered the right money?
Listen, I know you are, and I know I am.
I'm not saying I'm not a sellout. I made it very openly to the PR contact for Kingdom Hearts 3 that I will easily sell out to that game.
We both have agreed on that, Addict, a long time ago.
Look, I've been doing this YouTube stuff too long. Hit me up, man.
I have also.
Addict, listen, your mic's good right now. This is your topic, man. So, like, what did you think, man? What's the effect here? The Ninja effect. What's going on?
Like, people like sit here trying to act like this dude went from like the #1 spot on Twitch to like having like not even 1,000 followers. Like, look, is he as big as he used to be because Fortnite's kind of on the decline? Mm-hmm. Sure, he's not as big, but we're not going to sit here and act like he's not the top 5 content creators on Twitch. And Microsoft reached their hand in the bag and said, "That's mine."
Could you say that he had the most recognizable name out of that top 5?
I think he does. I think Ninja is the most recognizable streamer in the world right now.
So you think that he was the only event, right? Oh, shout out to us breaking 100. We broke 100 a minute ago. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's watching. Like, follow, subscribe, and please hit those like buttons. It helps out. It goes a long way.
Please hit the like, y'all. Shout out to the 100. That's what's up.
Yes, thank you. Like a lot of people don't realize is that he is the only gaming individual that has ever been put on the cover of ESPN. So that is a big deal for the gaming community, and he is definitely known for that, let alone half of his streaming stuff. But this, I think this is a great deal for Microsoft because they're going to be able to get a lot of their games out, and a lot of things are going to be seen.
And you know what I think this was really devised for? Like, people could sit there. I did see people on Twitter that's like, "Oh, he's not going to play this. He's not going to play that." I guarantee you, he's going to make some kind of open public announcement that he's playing games on the next Xbox. Like this, there's more to this than just streaming.
Yep.
Like, you don't give someone that much money without more than one motive.
Yo, could you imagine? He playing xCloud on the go.
Literally, you read my mind.
Mixer,
bro.
Do you know where this is going? Do you smell what Phil Dominus is cooking? What's really happening before your very eyes?
Yo, you just cut the promo crazy.
What's gonna happen is, first off, Halo's going to be way bigger than it was going to be without him. Because Look what happened to Apex Legends. You know, just having someone like, you know, obviously there's more than Ninja that was streaming Apex Legends that got it to what it was.
Right.
But Ninja was definitely like one on the front lines.
Right.
It's like, you know, and then you have the domino effect. Ninja leaving means more people are going to leave with them. Don't get it twisted. There's fanboys for streamers too. You're going to have people naturally go over to Mixer just because he's there. I mean, what you had like.
Yo, hold on. Shout out to No Russian for being petty. There's Halo pros are licking their chops right now. They ready to make names for themselves by destroying Ninja.
God.
That's
Shout
what's
out
going to
to No
happen.
Russian for your pettiness. I've been peeping your pettiness.
That's what's going to see. Here's the thing, like, you know, Microsoft might not go that direction where they're like, you know, you have to stream on the Xbox. They probably won't. But they're going to, I guarantee you, their big exclusives. He's going to be playing, like, maybe not Gears, but I bet you he's going to be playing Outer Worlds, which he probably was going to play that game anyway.
That's not an exclusive. How
it doesn't matter. It's still whole brand to their first party studio. Like, whatever they sell is still good for them. Like,
I don't know.
So
Why not Gears?
But that's the other
because
thing.
he doesn't play Gears. I don't see them making him play something he wouldn't play out of the norm.
They
So
said
I-
right now
that
he's
dude is
saying
on
Halo
that
Master
Gears.
Chief Collection already early.
I bet you he on that Gears. I don't care. What
I,
nobody.
I have a feeling. Ninja is going to get every single game that they're going to find. Like
He
they're
could
going
get
to
all those games,
and he's going to get them all. And the thing is that with the whole entire system of every streaming service is that the first person that gets the game is the first person that gets the views, is the first person that gets the money.
Facts.
So they're going to end up give him, let's say, Halo Infinite a week before everybody else,
Yeah, that Halo
and he's going to
Infinite
stream it
bag.
a week before everybody else.
That Halo
and
Infinite
he's
bag
gonna-
going down. Facts.
and he's going to be getting
Oh, I can
math
guarantee you
money.
that if anything, that I don't think this was solely done for Halo in mind, but it was one of the biggest motives. They're like, look, like it might cost us a lot of money. They're looking at it like we're going to attack from all
They're
angles.
trying to set off. Let's call it what it is. It's a Phil Dominus move. Like they are trying to set off that next generation with such a bang from the hardware perspective and the marketing and the influence aspect.
And, like, I do have a question for King.
I just want to say one thing. I just caught a vision. I caught a vision of Ninja on stage, and they giving him the scarlet joint right there.
Why your accent change?
And
Oh my God.
and old boy got that Halo.
I do have a question for you.
It's
King.
gonna be crazy next E3. It's gonna be nuts.
Do you think that the big commotion for Ninja, because like now Ninja's nothing. Ninja's not a streamer. No one's going to Mixer. Like, do you think that we're getting this kind of reaction because Mixer's a Microsoft product?
Yes.
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
What do Sony got?
I really feel like if Sony had their own established, well, obviously Mixer's not even really established. It's a brand. If Sony would have had one and Ninja would have went there, people would have said that's genius.
Addict. What does Sony have? Can Sony buy a streamer right now and put it on their stream network?
Look, man, the only stream that they be using stream they be using on PS Now, they wouldn't be going for Ninja. They would probably going for a porn star to put on that stream.
Being petty, yo.
No, I just got to figure out because I don't know what they got over there. I'm just trying to figure it out.
You ain't trying to figure out that. You know they ain't got no.
They don't have no stream situation, right? They
I mean, let me put it to you this way.
Right?
Let me put it to you this way.
Tell me about it. Tell me
Last
about
year, when they did what's that YouTube thing they do every year?
I don't know. What you
The commercial they do every year, saying what happened that year. Last year it had Will Smith in the beginning of it.
I don't know. It's PlayStation. I don't watch it.
Who you talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about YouTube. YouTube does that. YouTube Rewind. That's what it's called.
Okay.
YouTube
Oh, okay.
Rewind. Ninja was in that, and he's not even on YouTube. That's how big Ninja is.
Yeah.
He was in a YouTube commercial when he just posts his highlights on YouTube. He's not even an active influencer on YouTube, and he is in the yearly thing for YouTube.
Wow.
Like,
Wow. And I saw TMZ, major.
PewDiePie isn't even in that.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen major news outlets talking about it.
Yo,
It's interesting.
You
man.
know,
It's
I think
interesting.
Microsoft should just go buy the bag and buy everybody. I think they should go over there and take all of you Sony guys' favorite streamers and yank them and put them where you don't want to watch and make you buy Xbox.
That sounds epic game
Yeah.
story, sir.
Yes,
but should we feel a certain way that there's exclusive streamers but not exclusive games?
I do, right? Yeah. You know what? Just put them there, and when the games show up, they will play.
But like I was saying before, about a year ago, Mixer was doing this before. Microsoft was going over it. They were buying streamers left and right.
But
so this isn't new.
Level, though. But nothing to this.
But
level.
nothing to this. Correct. That's why this is a big deal.
Let's just put it out there. Like, we're gonna put nobody
and times it by 100. You could take all that work they did, combine it, and times it by 100, and still doesn't touch it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is something that I feel that Microsoft probably tested last year to see if it was worth them to spend the money.
Right.
And then they were like, "Oh, this works. This is legit.
Right.
Let's go after Ninja."
And you know what's funny?
Ended up happening.
I'm sitting here thinking, do you think this is the last effort on Mixer? If the Ninja thing fails, like I think Mixer might be a wrap. Because this feels like desperation, to be honest with you. This feels like that moment they're like, okay, Mixture's not doing anything what we want it to do. Right. Here's the bag, go fix it. Like this feels like the last stretch. This is our last attempt thing.
But Addict, the thing is that Mixer is actually bigger in South America than it is the US. So there are other countries that Mixer is actually bigger on because the bandwidth usage on Twitch is actually higher than Mixer. So the reason why it's larger in other locations than here.
So it is Dizzy with the informational. Yo, Disney exactly. The latency and all that stuff will undercut these dudes, and they'll be better in lower economical places where streaming.
I don't even know how you saw that. It wasn't colored.
I'm about no.
I know, right?
Yeah, did you see that?
No, he's been posting that for a minute. Okay. So ever since Snalydo jumped on, he's been talking about latency.
I think he bursted a blood vessel. He sees everything is red now. Just read the whole chat while you're at
it. I'm down with Dizzy on that. I like that. Thank you, Dizzy.
Continue, Petey. We gotta move on, but Petey, finish up.
No. I'm just saying that, like, I think that what the whole entire thing that Microsoft did with grabbing Ninja was very, very smart for them. And I think in the end, it is going to make it vastly more profitable for Microsoft in the long run. It's just going to be very interesting to see how it is going to progress and to see, because how many new games are coming out from Microsoft within the next, couple of months between now and the end of the year?
Gears 5 and maybe like one or two others. I don't know.
That Blair Witch, that's one.
Yeah. So it'll be interesing to see between now and the end of the year to see how many of those.
I can see him playing Blair Witch. I can see Ninja playing Blair Witch.
Because
I feel like that's going to be a streaming game. Blair Witch.
But like when we get codes that we have to review and things we have to do, sometimes
once you're as big as Ninja, you don't get codes you have to review. You get codes they begging you to review. Right. You don't have to review anything when you're that big.
I'm dead. DJ Almighty. Please put that in color.
Stop it. Do not encourage that. Anyway, moving along. So that's the Ninja thing. We got two more and we got to get out of here. Lord Sovereign.
Oh, we're skipping? Okay.
No. I mean, we could do that, or we could do it. Whatever.
Whatever.
I figure we got Petey here, so let's just get this all. You know what I'm saying? To your joint. You know what I'm saying? Because we are PAX people, so to speak. So
we're accepted by PAX.
Now, keep in mind, the thoughts here reflected are of Saab. I'm just joking. No, we ride with Saab. We ride with Saab.
This is PAX West. We go to PAX East.
Even though they're the same entity, it's cool. We gonna act like they different. Continue.
Just go along with us, Saab. Go.
Yeah. So 2 weeks ago now, Colin Moriarty had confirmed to his to the viewers and listeners of his PlayStation podcast, Sacred Symbols, that he was finally making a return to basically like a public forum. He hadn't been to E3 in quite some time since he went on his own. He hadn't been to any of these events, and he finally decided to submit for a panel at PAX West for his PlayStation podcast, Sacred Symbols. He got accepted, and so he immediately told his fan base that, hey, we're going to be there. We're going to have a Q&A session, just talk to you guys or whatnot. So, go out. If you want to come see us, we're going to be there. We'll do a meet. We're not going to do a meet and greet or whatnot, but we'll gladly answer questions, take photos, whatever. It's going to be a cool time, and it's going to be my first return to like a public forum. So a little while after that, PAX contacts him indicating that they canceled his panel. Out of the blue. So just a little bit of background on Colin Moriarty. I know we've all heard it before, but Colin was he initially was part of IGN. He was part of Podcast Beyond, which is pretty much the biggest PlayStation podcast for quite some time. He was one of the co-founders of Kind of Funny. And when they broke off, their PlayStation podcast became huge with him and Greg Miller. And then he broke off from Kind of Funny in a controversial way. I know we addressed it here on the show as well as what happened with that. And since then, Colin has felt, and I think I've seen it myself as well, that he's been sort of blacklisted in regards.
This is definitely confirmation of that.
He's been sort of blacklisted when it comes to, media ties.
And you know what's even worse about this, Solomon? Like, when he got invited to that, I bet you it was like, oh man, I might not be blacklisted.
Yeah,
this is amazing. Exactly. And then 2 weeks later, never mind.
Oh, and he said it in a tweet. He said it was stupid of me to think that old stuff wasn't going to get in the way. Like he felt like I felt bad because like he's realizing, he saw that glimmer of hope. Like, maybe people are putting water under the bridge.
I'm back in, guys.
Yeah, and not that he's the type of person who ever really cared.
I'll see you guys at the after party next year.
Why are you laughing?
So anyway, let me get
champagne ready.
Oh my god!
And then, somebody said, "Yo, who let that door in?"
Yo, you fine.
Just imagine someone looked at that list and was like, "Yo, does that say Colin Moore?" No, man. Someone called him to go.
Y'all
I
fine.
thought that said Colleen.
They had that new PR team that reached out to us. That's what it was. They're like, that dude got fired too. Whoever had anything to do with this, like, all are fired.
Yes.
They had that Colin Stench. He had to get rid of all of them.
Yeah. Who the hell hit yes on him? Who the hell hit yes on him?
King, you gotta chill.
Yo, I think that's the best thing you told me today. He immediately tweeted, "Oh, I've been accepted."
Yo, read this.
King, Jonathan B got one for you in color.
Colin had a outfit laid on the bed.
They found.
It's funny because in Spanish there's a phrase, there's a saying that says "No te vistas que no va," which means like don't get dressed because you're not going.
Yo, this is the greatest thing that you could have told me today. He tweeted out, after that, so you said 2 weeks, right? So 2 weeks, they looked at the numbers jump. People were like, yo, McConnell's gonna be there. I'm gonna make sure I get that, brought my ticket. All right, so no refunds.
Yo, you fine, dude. I can't, bro.
Let me finish with the details of it, right? All right, so they told him, which they have the right to cancel his panel without giving him a real explanation. They just can't. But his thing was like, okay, fine, you're not giving me an explanation. What about the money I spent to go there after you told me? You told me to advertise the fact that I was going to be at your PAX.
They told him openly, tell your friends. They told him, like King, they told, tell your base that you're going to be there promote.
When you gonna let me loose?
Let me give all the details, and then
we'll give the details. Then we'll let you.
Oh my god!
So Colin had sort of a back and forth with them, saying, "Look, I don't care. Look, I don't want to be where I'm not wanted. I want you to reimburse me and my co-host Chris Raygun, reimburse our what we've done, and you should also reimburse." People who bought tickets specifically for my panel, otherwise we're not going to PAX. You should also reimburse them. So initially they gave no answer. I know, shout out to Hogue. Hogue kind of contacted him to get details about what was going on, and he did a great virtual legality on it. So you can look it up on Hogue's channel.
Salute the Hogue.
So basically, they eventually started answering him, but they basically said, "Look, we're more than happy to reimburse you and Chris for your flights and your hotel." They initially had offered him. He said, "Your panel is canceled, but you could still have your free passes to come, so you can come to PAX and be here and spend money at PAX."
Yeah, that's what it was. Like, okay, you can't do anything like remote. Don't talk to him, but you can buy the food here.
can't promote your thing, but you can definitely come and spend money at our thing. So that was the first thing. So obviously, when he said no, I'm not going, then they got into the
terms of services. So just don't talk to anyone.
Exactly. So he decided, look, no, that's not happening. So at the end of the day, they decided they're going to reimburse his costs for going, but they definitely said they are not reimbursing any of his fans that indicate they are no longer going because, and shout out to Hogue again for breaking this down. When you buy a ticket to PAX, you explicitly enter into a contract with them, basically like buying a ticket for like a concert or something like that, indicating that you are willing to accept the fact that whatever you're specifically going to watch, if it's just one thing, may be canceled. The idea is you should be buying the ticket for the entire event and taking in the entire event, not for a specific thing, because they're not selling tickets to one specific thing. So that kind of relieves them of liability. Anybody who bought tickets for just to see Sacred Symbols is out their money if they're not going otherwise. So what Colin ultimately did was he decided, I think he's reimbursing something like 50 or 55 people, something like that, out of his own pocket.
Wow. Gangster.
That's nice.
So real quick, my thing is this man has been vilified since he left Kind of Funny for reasons that I feel are just ridiculous and overblown. Completely ridiculous. I like Colin. I like, whatever his political affiliations are, and I don't think that is that crazy either, what the things that he said and believes. The fact of the matter is this dude has been in the gaming space for a very long time. He's a very knowledgeable person when it comes to particularly the PlayStation stuff. When he left Kind of Funny, his channel was initially very like politics oriented, and then little by little he went back to his love.
What's funny is when he started that, he said he wouldn't do gaming stuff, but once you cover gaming news for a certain amount of time, he missed it.
Primarily gaming again.
Oh my! You have some personal vendetta against this dude.
He missed that bag.
So anyway,
money out.
But that's not the case. He had plenty of bags.
Well, you know what? He ain't get this bag.
Well, he don't want
Where's
your
my
bag.
bag? I want my bag.
All right, that is that. So basically, the fans are out their money. He's getting back his flight tickets and whatever, his flight price or whatever, and his hotel. So what do you guys think? Is there a conspiracy again?
Can I ask one question before we start that? So what did Colin do to make him?
They didn't
be
even
like.
they have not explicitly explained.
Never said anything.
No. I mean, why did he originally why did they excommunicate him from PAX back in X amount of years ago?
He was blacklisted from the industry in general.
Oh, in the general.
Yeah.
Okay.
He made, I don't know if you remember, this was what caused him to leave Kind of Funny, but I think it's 2017 now. The day, you remember the National Women's Day? Women, you're right. And it was a thing where women weren't going to work that day. They were all, it was a day, it was hashtagged. It was hashtagged a day without a woman. So he posted a joke indicating, he said, peace and quiet, hashtag day without a woman.
Yeah, so you know how that went.
And that, I mean, his own friends turned on him.
He was just looking for something because
it was crazy.
All worse.
Yeah,
you covered it before. We went in on that before, and at that point in time, I didn't know who he was, and I didn't kid in. But the thing is this, right? The funny part about it is he got accepted, right? Somebody hit yes. This was calculated because it's beautiful. This is a beautiful setup. This is how you knock somebody out cold, right? This is a beautiful setup. Yo, you in the door. Facts, dope. Yo, start promoting. Get your joint ready. All right, we're gonna get these people in here. So all the people have signed up, right? And I'm pretty sure it's more than 55 people. I'm gonna give that the respect that he at least pulled in at least probably like low 300 people. I'm gonna give him that. All right, so okay, cool. That's fantastic. 300 people showed up. Then they pulled the rug from under old boy feet. And no, you know what it is? It's a laughable, funny moment because it's funny. Because you thought you was in. You thought you done got past security. Imagine you getting past security and you're like, yeah, son, I'm in this party. Yo, put it back. Get out the club. You know damn well you ain't supposed to be in the club.
Oh man.
They get grabbed.
Why they grab him, King? How they grab him?
Grab him out of the collar and throw him out of packs. I'm gonna tell you this. When you buy concert tickets to anything, don't book it for one show. All right, because if you're booking it for that one person, they can get sick, they can cancel, anything can happen.
Yeah.
So that's on you that purchased that ticket. You thought Colin was gonna be clean. Oh, Colin made it. He's back at it again. You got duped just like Colin. The difference between Colin is this: when they told him to promote. That's when they became liable for his ticket and all that other stuff.
Yeah, they told him promote
Right?
your people, tell your people that you're gonna be there, that your audience, because they want his audience to be there.
Yeah, shout out to Hogue with the big words. Promissory estoppel.
Yeah, and then hold on, shout out Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. Colin want that Fallout 76 back.
Nobody wants that Fallout 76 back. Bethesda doesn't even want that Fallout 76 back.
Only Dizzy wants that bag.
I still got the Fallout bag.
Good too.
Look, he can't find it because he don't even want that bad.
Continue, King. Are you through as far as your assessment?
You bought. Hold up. You bought a Fallout 76 bag.
No, stop playing.
Why do you have a thing? Why is it in a bag?
He's saying that's the
bag that you got.
They give you a think geek bag.
That's the bag that you got. That they wrapped your helmet in. That's the bag that I got. That's the helmet bag.
Continue, King.
You know, listen, I know it's funny. Initially, when you said it, it was hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. You got hung out there, and you know you was not supposed to be in that club. You know you was not supposed to get in there. And the fact that you thought you made it past security, and security looked at the sheet again and said, "Who that do? Get him and get his man up out of here." Son. It's funny. I know certain people here really like you. They really like your stuff. I don't know your stuff, but last time when Sovereign said something, I looked at it. I felt that he was unjustly vilified when he made that comment and he had to leave the show. I felt that was real.
Yeah.
This is actually hilarious.
Oh my God.
This is totally different. This is hilarious.
Addict, you want to jump in on this, sir?
Yeah, after I say this, I have to get going. But yeah, how it goes is, I feel like PAX, there needs to be some kind of backlash on their end. Like, you can't. First off, like, if you're not willing to make it right and offer refunds to the people, there's a difference between someone getting sick and someone being took out of the show when they were invited 2 weeks. They asked him to to promote himself going to the show, and then when he gets there and he's about to go into this long thing, and he's got a lot of followers, so this probably is, they probably started refunding it and then realized it was too many, and then they cut it off. I mean, it was like, look,
because they don't have by law, they don't have to refund anybody.
I mean, Microsoft don't have to refund.
No, is it the right thing to do?
Too.
Is it the right thing to do? Sure. They're not gonna do it.
But the thing is, it's like I feel like
same way would be right.
Shout out Undead 3XVI live from the ER hospital.
No doubt,
he's on the hospital Wi-Fi. The man is listening to ILP. Salute that brother right now.
Yeah,
salute that brother right now. That's my man's right there.
I just feel like PAX needs some kind of backlash. Like, if anything, the PR should get backlash, because it's like, you invited this man.
But this is the thing now.
Signing up for it, knowing damn well
you get back
available to go.
Yo, you get back, like, none of the mainstream media as an outlet is attacking this, right? McCaffrey,
that's because they're too scared to.
Yeah, McCaffrey defended him on his Twitter, and so did Brian Altano. But specific IGN is not going to touch this with a 10-foot long stick. And either what's surprising is that Schreier's not touching it. Just
because Schreier's too busy attacking homegirls.
Let's call it what it is. So I mean, look, do I agree with everything Colin says? No, but at the end of the day,
to be honest, I've said some really negative stuff about Colin.
Yeah, a lot of people have. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, well, you know what I don't like? I don't like when, like, we got this culture, like, if a dude, you don't rock with his political view or his whatever, then everything else afterwards that happens or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with that. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, look, man, they owe him an explanation as to why 2 weeks out before the event, they gave him an acceptance letter saying, yo, promote it to your audience. Tell people PlayStation, your show, Sacred Symbols is going to be there. They ain't give him no reason why they rescinded. They ain't not refunding no money. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? Like the travel.
And he had a fight. He had a fight for his.
So
they were trying to just slide him those passes and that's it.
Yeah.
Yo, Cog, who snitched on him? Who
snitched?
Who let him in?
I don't even think it was a snitch.
It just,
I think when the higher ups realized what was going on, they shut it down. Like what it is, I think this is some kind of biased stuff. Someone of the upper ends of PAX don't like him.
But here's the thing.
They saw him on that list.
But here's the thing. It's all, just say why you don't want him there. Just say, just be like, yo,
because they have no reason. It's just because it's a personal vendetta.
No,
exactly. I guarantee you.
And then shout out. I mean, Hogue specifically said it. Hogue said they have their event. It's a private event. They could tell you. They don't have to tell you, but they can come out and say, I don't like the way you look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't want you there. That's it. And they would be within their rights to do that.
Just man
but
up
I don't
and say
think, I don't
why
think
you don't want him
they
there,
want to
or
make
what
a
action
like
that he took. That
they're not gonna do that.
But again, so if
shout out to Spartan God. He said Tekashi 6ix9ine snitched.
Get Spartan out of here.
Look, at the end of the day, if you're gonna make a statement like that, like if you're gonna commit and then just like take the chips back, it's like they gave him that and they took it back. Like you got to make it right, or you're gonna get backlash.
You don't know about this dude 2 weeks out. Like, how you don't know? If you really didn't want him there, how you don't know 2 weeks out?
Sound like a setup.
Yeah.
Would they?
And the crazy thing is, like his podcast, they're like Kind of Funny doesn't really do a PlayStation centric podcast no more. As soon as he brought this podcast back, it became the number one PlayStation podcast on the net. Period. Period. So you're telling the number one PlayStation podcast that they cannot go to a PAX event.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, I don't know, man.
They can go.
Not looking. At the end of the day,
they can go, but they gotta be in this shit. Yeah, you gotta walk around.
You can buy a ticket just like everybody else.
Look, now if it comes out that he says something out of line, if they got some evidence of him saying some disparaging joint, you know what I'm saying? They just need to be clear. Just be clear. And then just refund his base that you told to promote to come to be there. Because let's be real, they wanted his base there. Let's not act like they didn't. So it's just not a good look. It's a bad look. Yo.
Bad look.
It's a bad.
They can definitely do something for him, even with an invite. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is, did you notice where League of Legends was when we were in PAX East?
No.
Yeah.
Where Riot was?
Yeah.
Not on the game floor. The reason why is because about 4 or 5 years out, I don't remember exactly when, there was an all-out brawl on the floor, on the stage floor, because Riot gamers were fighting other people, like fist fight. So they ended up having to take them out of the floor and put them somewhere else.
At the end of the day,
it's called Riot for a reason.
Right.
Exactly.
At the end of the day,
it gets busy.
Some people argue. Let me finish this one point, Attic. Some people have argued that they did it because it's the moment he was announced as being at PAX and having this panel, that there were threats against his safety, either directly directed at him. So that's an argument people have had. But my thing is
that's not an argument, because I guarantee you that Jason Schreier has those same threats and he gets invited to stuff.
That's the thing, right? It's BS because one, you still, if you were worried for his safety, then why still offer him the passes to come, right? I don't want you in a panel because you're not a moving target there. But if you're walking around the show floor, you're harder to kill. So go right ahead.
We don't want a sniper across the street getting you, man. We want to make their job harder. We don't want to make it easy.
They don't want to give him a platform to push his rhetoric. And
so why invite him to begin
PlayStation rhetoric? Is
PlayStation rhetoric.
You know what?
I'm really starting to think you just don't like him because he reps that PlayStation brand.
No, I don't. Listen, I can actually honestly care less about this. He didn't get into PAX, so what? I mean, you'll buy a ticket. You want to stand up there? You want to do your platform? Make your platform. You do your platform.
Now, on the other side of that coin,
doesn't make him.
On the other side of that coin, couple months back, when that may be shorter than that, when Greg Miller announced that he had gotten banned from next year's E3.
Oh, remember that? Remember the uproar?
The uproar.
That was a misunderstanding, though.
I was uproaring about it.
No,
not you.
Exactly.
Not you. No, we talking about you. We just talking about general. Like,
I'm just saying.
But what happened
the
was,
same way as Greg Miller to me. So
no, I get it.
Who's Greg Miller?
Exactly.
Continue.
But
Solve is right. Solve is right. Like, again, we gotta get out of this whole thing of just because someone's political views or whatever religion is different from your own, it doesn't negate when somebody is wronged.
Yep.
Get out of your feelings. That's the thing I have with this generation in social media and gamers, bro. Like, we don't have to agree on anything, but if something foul happens to you, I'm riding for you because it's foul. Like, that's the thing that I'm not feeling, bro.
Funny and foul.
You got to remember.
At the end of the day,
it makes the industry look bad as a whole because it makes the industry look petty.
They gave him his money back, though.
No, but they didn't give his base his bag back. Like, come on.
Oh, no. We want your base here. We want your base here. we want your team. We don't want you. We want your squad.
Stop being petty.
Yeah, your squad got in, but you didn't.
How can your fan get in and you get banned? How can the dude holding your banner talk about Colin, he's inside, but you are outside? How does this happen?
He is still invited to go to bat.
You invited to walk around. You invited to walk around. Just don't talk, please. You should not have a microphone. Please, somebody get this man a mic.
What's funny is like
Somebody get this man a mic.
Colin will have his own entrance, and they put a muzzle on him. Like, don't talk to anybody.
Yeah, you having way too much fun with this shit.
Yo, this is awesome. This is fantastic.
Oh
I'm not gonna lie. It even gets funnier as you start looking at it from different angles. How your boy got in? He go, you gonna be there? Yo, I'm picking up my ticket right now. I'm in. Yo, I'm gonna be front row. I'm gonna get the I got canceled. They kicked me out. Word.
I'll see you afterwards.
Oh man.
Sov, did they ever do a public announcement? Did PAX go, hey, we did this, we're sorry?
No,
or they just throw that shit
way.
under the
No way.
Sorry,
They've had
they threw it under the rug.
They've had direct contact with him.
Later,
I gotta interrupt you for a second. I gotta take off. Gotta go to work. It's
thanks, bro.
Like I said, the Colin Moriarty thing. They're in the wrong, but I'll see you guys next week. I'm out.
All right, bro.
Later, got it.
Thanks for riding, bro.
Get that bag.
Get the bag, bro.
Get the bag.
Continue, man. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
It's just that to me, it makes the whole industry look bad, man. When people, you need to be seen in a light where you handle things professionally, and this industry sometimes is petty, man.
Is this easy to say that this is your guy?
No, not at all. This applies to everybody.
No one really here rock with dude like that.
Okay,
like, don't get it twisted.
Every time I hear it,
I think
he has been wronged.
He's vilified for BS, I think. And honestly, when he was with Greg Miller, right, I felt that he was the perfect counter to Greg Miller. If you listen to Greg Miller talks a mile a minute, and it's just going nuts, right? And maybe you like that, maybe you don't. Colin is a very sort of intelligent, like he's a quieter dude, you know what I mean? Like he's just different. He's just different. I thought that was a perfect mixture for that, and that's what made Podcast Beyond so big. So when all this stuff happened, my thing is just like, dude, everybody deserves the same treatment, the same respect. It's just professionalism. And beyond just how he's being treated, it makes the whole industry look bad and petty. It's very childish.
Well, you got to be careful who the people you cross, because these people got abilities to reach back and pull you back off the line.
Right? Obviously,
man. You thought you was in, but you're not, my friend. You need to interesting relationships, fix your relationships. That's all.
The interesting thing that I find about PAX is that PAX was originally not a gaming thing. It was a board game. It was for tabletops. It was for all of those things, to the point where the gaming industry invaded it and took it over. And now PAX has to almost figure that out. Hence, we have to have Unplugged now in Philly.
And
because they have to have it now.
even funnier is the fact that PAX itself has had issues in the past with some of its founders having said some statements, some racially charged statements.
And they didn't get banned.
They didn't get banned from their own event, but it's when you all of a sudden you take a stance on the soapbox and you're living in a glass house.
I feel you. I feel, but that's not funny.
You just about these jokes.
Yes, I understand. The yanking of the collar is very funny.
The yanking about the club reference was quite hilarious.
I'm only here for the jokes. I am only here for the ha-has. And if this ain't the best ha-ha I got today.
They did a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air where they took...
they did the jazzy.
Woo! He thought he was in the club and they yanked his collar. I don't care what nobody say. If you don't get a laugh off of that, off of the comedy level of it, he's not harmed in any way. He get his money back, right? And now the people that are going to the event that were going for him, they didn't get screwed.
Bro, hotel rooms and travel, that ain't screwed.
You know what? You're going to have a great time. That's a hell of an event.
But they came just for him. What if they don't care about PAX and they came just because your man is there and now he not there doing what they said he gonna do and that's it? They don't. What if they don't care about PAX? They just came for. They told him that.
Like this PAX that's coming up that we're going to next year?
No. PAX West. That's about to happen. In
a couple of weeks.
I wish it was PAX East so I could see all the little mopey faces that he's not gonna be there. And I'm gonna wear a free Colin shirt.
Oh God!
Colin in. I'm gonna wear.
We gotta shut your mic off. We gotta shut his mic off, yo.
Let Colin in.
Anyway, thanks to King's insensitivity, we are going to move on. Yo, speaking of shade, actually, no. Before we gonna do more. We got King, you're up, man. Yeah, I'm giving you mic privileges. What is going on, man? Shadowkeep, man. What's going on, man?
All right, so since Destiny, Bungie has broken away from the evil clutches of Activision, and it's obviously panning out to look like they were the evil clutches, to be honest with you, because all the upgrades and all the distancing that they put with themselves to separate themselves from the practices that was Activision, this one rings truer to me. Now, the DLC, the Shadowkeep, is coming out, and we all know it's supposed to release on September 17th. And what Bungie decided to do, because they thought the DLC wasn't up to snuff, instead of putting out a broken DLC where they have to go and fix and do a hot fix on a Monday or a Tuesday and take it offline, they decided to hold it back till October 1st. And under the old regime, which was Activision, I believe that they would have been forced to keep their street date, and they would have had no choice but to put it out and a hot fix it later on. Because a lot of people was turned off by the old practices where every time they released the DLC it was broken and they had to fix it, they had to nerf this, they had to do that, and they didn't think that Bungie took the proper care with the IP. And this shows to me, in my opinion, that them being in control, they showing you, putting the best foot forward, that they will give you the best product they can possibly can at point of entry.
All right.
Opinion.
No, let me jump on the super chat. Shout out to the Fawns, the Grounded Gamer. They'll kick ILP out of PAX if King does that. Back to the other statement. So salute the Fawns for riding on that. You know what I'm saying? Let me jump in real quick because obviously we don't have our Destiny crew addicts left, and I saw our fields. We got the division man here. You know what I'm saying? So let me jump in. I don't want to hit too much slander before I get.
I don't slander.
I gotta get mine off right quick.
You'll appreciate my comment.
I don't know where y'all two gonna go.
You'll appreciate
so I
my comment.
gotta get this off quick. But you know what, King? You might be onto something. Nah, bro, I agree. I think this move doesn't happen if Bungie's still tied to Activision. Because like September has notoriously been that strict Destiny release cadence deadline because they always want to separate it from Call of Duty, which either would drop in the late October or November. And shout out to Abantis, man, because I really feel bad. I'm still having mic issues, as y'all can see. But, we're supposed to do this topic on the last word. And, I think that, listen, let's be real, too. Like, Borderlands was there. Monster Hunter is there in September. Gears is there. Like, I have no problem with them saying, yo, this needs a little bit more time to cook. October 1st is right there at the top of the month. That's the benefit. And then, you know what's crazy, King, is that we're going to get cross-save earlier now because of this. So they were initially tying cross-save at the launch with Steam, you know, stated all that stuff, all at the same time around the launch. And that's a lot to take on at once with a new launch of an expansion. So now you move that up, you get people prepped for cross-save ahead of time. I think that's dope, and I think it's a good move. There's nothing, in my opinion, bad. And let's be fair, it's like what, 2 weeks? It's not even that major. So it's like, look, good move. I agree, King. If this is Activision, this cannot happen. I think this is more of Bungie having more control of their future / Destiny.
Let me ask you a question. Being that we know we're the Destiny heads,
yes, sir.
And that cross save is being out a little bit earlier. Do you think that the rise in PC players that will make a mass exodus from other consoles? I don't think is PlayStation doing cross-save?
Yeah, everybody. Stadia, everybody's doing cross-save.
Correct. So the mass exodus, do they go to the higher platform with 60 frames per second, 4K, or
I'm hearing people say specifically people would say like, yo, the only reason why I would never go to PC is because I'm not losing my character. I'm not losing all that progress. I'm not losing all those exotics. I'm not losing all that. Now they're saying you bringing your character every day to whatever platform you want to play, instant win. To me, that was the biggest. I didn't even care what the expansion could be. One map. Like, I didn't care what the expansion was. That is all, as a Destiny fan, I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. No one wants that. Guess Destiny is so grindy. The investment that you put in with all that stuff to give all that up and start brand new. And I did it, and it's not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
Right.
Is it cross-play also, or just
Just cross-save. Just cross-save.
Okay.
Now, cross-play is something down the road. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Fonz. He said that's the biggest mechanic. That's all. Listen, shout out to Fonz. God bless
He's
Fonz.
The greatest.
He's the greatest. He would play PlayStation 3 characters just to play Destiny with his boss, and not to put your business out there, but you know what I'm saying? Like, just to play with people that he knew. Then come play with us on Xbox, right? Just to play with us and do the whole grind over. Like, that is such a big thing.
On Xbox, and then did the Whisper on PlayStation.
Bro, he's a beast.
I felt for him.
He's a beast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dizzy being petty. You know what else has cross saves, but also cross play? Borderlands 3. But what we gonna call? We gonna call him a one and done. Once the single play is over. No, I'm just just I had to be petty. But all right, let's give it to the non-Destiny folks, because we could run this topic into the ground real quick. Let's hear these opinions from Sav and Snalydo. So whoever wants to jump in first, go for it.
Go right ahead, Pete.
Yeah.
So, thank you. I actually have good things.
Oh, okay.
So number one, Activision for me, I'm so happy they broke away because they take their games and they put them out half-assed. And with Shadowkeep coming out and it being delayed and Bungie saying, hey, this isn't ready, I commend people that say, hey, this isn't ready. We need to clean it up. We don't want to give you half a product. And we saw that happen. And a little shout out to Dizzy. Borderlands 3, we were at PAX 3. When we were up there and that thing didn't play, and they were like, hey, play. But I gave him more the credit for playing that game. And I said to myself, if he is so behind his people and he's willing to, make us wait for this, and we waited, I will buy that game basically because of that reason. Right. And with Destiny, I looked at them, and then when they say, hey, we're pushing this back, I like it. I think that's a good thing. Okay. I think that's A+ in my book, and I think that's a great decision.
No doubt. Lord Sov, the resident Destiny expert.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I've said this before, but I don't give a rat's ass about Destiny.
Yes, you said it many times, Sov. That's why I said.
That was a beautiful butt.
But I have to say though, I am happy about this because the fact of the matter is that the fate of Destiny rests solely with them now. Yeah. They got no financial help, nothing from the side. So you have no influences from the side, no financial help from the side. It's all on you. So they've generally been able to get away with releasing a brand new product, having the base go crazy about stuff like things not working, a ridiculous amount of grind to get up to the new content, stuff like that. That if they had more time to cook, probably wouldn't have happened if they had been able to make the call on those things. Right. So the fact now that they're making the call on that, and they know that's what's best for the game, and that the game has to, whatever expansions there are coming out, have to launch in a state that's acceptable to the hardcore that is still supporting the game. And it's only 2 weeks, so it's not like it needed that much more work. But the fact that they can do that without a hesitation, I think is great for the game. I'm all for studios being able to do what studios need to do to put out the best product possible without influences from the suits. I hate that. Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to Destiny. I hate you, but I love you.
Thank you for your comments there.
Your kind words.
Kind words, as always, Destiny expert. But let's move on. We got this last one we're going over, and then we get out of here, man. But so Shay, speaking of Shade, EA. So I've made some comments recently about the Switch. So our good friend Andrew Wilson, CEO, he said he's been evaluating the platform conversations, looking at things, and just didn't fit in the profile in terms of the ecosystem and stuff. So he made the argument that most PlayStation 4 owners and Xbox One owners and PCs, that the games that they have on EA, they don't feel that they would be wanted on the Switch, but they already have the other versions. So it's got the look Switch community up in uproar at EA, and it's a little wild out here in these streets. So I wanted to bring this to the Lords right quick. EA shading the Switch, and let's get PD first. I'm curious on PD's view on Andrew Wilson's statement that he just feels that their base might not want Switch ports.
So it's for Switch to have those ports. I think that EA may be looking at it like, hey, Dave's gonna love this one. I don't think they're gonna be able to take half of their games and dumb them down to what Switch can produce. So I think that they're trying to be diplomatic about it and being like, hey, I don't think these people are going to want to play our games. But in actuality, they can't actually make it. I don't think
they want to put the work in to do it. That can't and won't are two different things.
Yeah. So it'll be really interesting if they can end up like being able to a lot of those what games do you think are actually people are going to want to play on that? Because I feel like the Switch, when you want to take it out, it's going to be more of a.
He said that.
FIFA is the most played game. It is the most played for. And what happened was they had two versions of FIFA on there. Two versions of FIFA. They were subpar. They were featured. There were content cut, like features cut out. Not even like diminishing graphics or anything like that. There were features cut out that were in the main game that would have made the game infinitely better. And they just didn't put the time into it. So to me, when you're telling me that FIFA is not selling on a port, the only way you can play it portably would have been a Switch. Nah, man. That's just BS. That's BS on each part.
Let's let PD finish.
I'm surprised, number one, that they would publicly say that, like, because you don't know what you could produce or would want to produce. So why would you just say in general, hey, we're not doing anything for Switch? That just doesn't seem logical to me. But I think that in the end, I think they don't want to do it, and they're just trying to play it like, oh, you know, the players don't want it. It's like going
like a king ready.
It's like going to a bar and saying, hey, I could bring home any of these girls, but I don't wanna. It's the same thing. It's like, come on, they just don't want to. They don't want to do it.
It's like that. You think EA can't have their way with them? That's what you're trying to say? You don't think that EA don't put out high quality, great looking games? They do. They're known for visual excellence. I don't know. Right? Let's just say that Frostbite engine,
Anthem,
visual excellence. Well, Anthem was no way given. I don't care
what for you to talk about visual excellence. Go ahead.
Yeah,
continue.
it did look nice flying, and he had all y'all food. It had all y'all food. So don't sit here talking about the graphics on Anthem.
You out here caping for EA. Let's continue. Let's continue to cape.
Y'all was standing on top of them soapboxes screaming at Anthem crap. It was fantastic. It's the most. I can fly. I ain't in simulator. So let's don't sit there and talk that stuff on that. Don't do that now.
Let's not distract him distract us from his EA hate. We continue.
Listen. EA hate? No, I'm on
Anthem hate. Sorry.
I'm on EA's side right now. I'm on EA's side right now. Shout out to Mr. Wilson for having the foresight.
Oh my God.
And saying, why should I dumb down my graphics for you? Why can you bring your specs up? Everybody got to bend the knee to you. I refuse, sir. The game sell buckets.
Really?
Madden coming out. It ain't coming out on Switch. You know what's gonna happen? You know where you're gonna have to play. You have to play that on the big boy stuff. You know why? Because they refuse to drop a pixel down to fit it on the Switch. I respect him, Mr. Wilson. You have integrity, sir.
Oh my God, I'm done. I
don't want your games to be compromising.
Why they gotta be compromised?
I am with you, sir.
If he had integrity, he would have said just what you said instead of making up some BS.
He's political. I'm his voice box. I'm speaking.
You speaking up.
I'm speaking for. I'm his inner thoughts. We're not bumping that down, bro.
That's what it was. Oh, you know what? King may be on to something.
I told you I agree with you, King, for once.
Listen, man. Bro, I get where y'all going with this narrative, this power narrative. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But look, here's the deal. Even shout out to Lord Stealth 40K. He made a good point. You can't tell me, like, people don't realize you don't have to do the latest games. What's going on, like match for match, right? You can't tell me that they couldn't do a Mass Effect trilogy.
That's what I'm saying.
A Dragon's Age, like the old backlog. That's on the like you can easily do that now. Would sell like hotcakes. So that right there, Madden not on it, it's just dumb. The fight for numbers, even though it was a stripped down version or whatever like that, a full featured version, it was still crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's not like the numbers didn't support them continuing.
The sales are there. Like that's the crazy thing. So to me, it's like, again, I'm looking at the bigger picture now. We all know how EA feels about their microtransactions. You know what I'm saying? We know about how they want to implement them and stuff like that. And in their defense, because of Switch's online infrastructure, I don't think it's just a little too much work, right? To get all that popping the way probably they want it to get popping, because it's about revenue. That's just what it is. But as far as saying that people ain't gonna want it, nah, fam, I'm not. And I like Andrew. And shout out to Andrew Wilson. Met him, an amazing person. Integrity. Yeah, good. Stop with the man of integrity. Stop it. So,
hell of a guy.
At the end of the day, this is a move, the decision that to me I think is a mistake. MPD supports that. I mean, suggests that indies and third parties that the ports have done substantially better on the Switch. So this is on them. They choose to do it. Right now, their financials wasn't that great. I mean, they had the Apex kind of is slowing down right now. Anthems and bushes, right? Let's just call it what it is. Like,
you don't know how good the Star Wars game is going to be. How
good the and I love that Star Wars. I love what I see, but right now is not the time for EA to be like, nah, we're not going to put it over with the hottest system. Like, that to me is not financially smart. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's just a BS reason, because you can say whatever you want about all the Bethesda ports or whatever, the Vaseline. Yeah, that's all true. They wouldn't keep making them if they weren't selling,
bro. That's it. Because unlike some, Switch owners don't care about that, bro. Like, Switch owners don't care. Like, y'all laugh with the Vaseline edition, 540p, all that. They don't care. They like, oh, we got this on our joint? Wow, I've never played this before.
Yeah, like the Outer Worlds is gonna be there as well.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man. It's a stupid reason. He just sounds stupid saying that, because
business sense.
Come up with a better excuse. Just come up with a better excuse. That's it.
I don't want to put whack graphics on my game. I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. You gotta respect the man for not. Yo, you know how hard they work on those faces over there, Madden? Could you imagine a Switch face? Like everybody running around with Shenmue face.
Oh my god!
I had that over there with no Madden. That's not Tom Brady with that Shenmue face. I'm trying to have that. No, man, you're jumping the bushes.
Oh my god. Anyway, that was all I got. Petey, anybody got anything else on this? We get out of here, man.
We're good.
All right, we're good, man. Shout out to King for his pettiness. New ILP poll this week. With the recent signing of Ninja away from Twitch to the Mixer streaming platform exclusively. What do you think about this impact of this move for Microsoft? The choices are A, huge signing for the future of Microsoft services and engagement. B, Mixer stays third place. Where the game's at? Or C, I don't care until Ninja drops the bag on my co-stream. That is the question. Those are the choices. Please rock the votes when they go up. Lord Petey, salute for standing up for us in the realm. Where,
no problem, guys. No problem.
Our bad mic situation until we get everything straightened out with Yeti and their bad drivers. But yeah, just want to make a quick announcement before we do our normal outros. Next week, the Lords will be away to play. So we're going to play New York City, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be in the Lord PD will be in attendance as well. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Lord Hyde as well. So we're going to be out there. We're going to full effect on showing everybody what's going on in New York City, this new event, new coverage there. So we're gonna really try to do it up for you guys, give you guys as much coverage as the Lords possibly can. So we'll be repping next Saturday. So there won't be a show next week, but we'll have a few surprises and hopefully some exclusives to show you guys. So stay tuned for that. And again, the Patreon support, the Super Chat support, all this helps us to upgrade our equipment, to do the things that we need to do to try to hit these shows for you guys, man. None of this stuff is cheap. So anything you guys do, as much as we joke and we pander with stuff, you know what I'm saying, but it does help us big time. So let's get these outros popping. Lord PD in the realm, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Same old. Monday to Friday on Twitch. Yes, I know I said it. Snalydo, I am there. Like Cog was saying, we're going to be at Play NYC this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. King, put that thing away.
Hold on. Shout out to Christopher. Shout out to Christopher Hart and DeMarty. They said, y'all coming to my city. Bro, we from New York. Y'all didn't know the Lords. The only person that's not from New York is Attic. Like, we NYC. That's what it is. It's, you pulling up to us. He said, I'm robbing y'all. Don't come to Brooklyn. We coming to Brooklyn.
Down on Adrian Brown. I just told you that. I just ran down on him.
Yeah, bro, we New York. Good. Continue, Petey. Petey, New York, too.
Well, I am from New York, too. Yes, sir. As I said last time I was here, anyone that wants to be streaming with us, hit me up. I know that we have plans on doing it in multiple streaming services. So if you want to stream on Mixer, that is something that we are going to be looking to do shortly. So don't feel that I'm saying it's not going to happen, but it has always been a plan. It is actually something that we've been discussing for since the beginning of the year when I did.
Alert out?
What? He's just throwing stuff out. We discussed it in our streaming meeting on the first of the year that this was a plan that we were going to be doing this year. But we do need streamers to be participating, you know, a couple of hours here and there. Just looking to do it once a day for a couple of hours just to, you know, show you guys the love about us. And Dizzy, I don't want to hear it. I know you're probably
it's about time. Dizzy's already on it.
Oh, he already said it. He already said it. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Anyway, so... just once again, thank you guys for letting me come in for that subject matter. You know how much I it is dear to my heart. You know, the whole streaming subject.
Absolutely,
so thanks, guys. Appreciate
it. Brother, man. Fantastic to have you in the realm. Always getting your thought process on these things. The stream team lead, Lord Snalydo, will be in the building. Lord Sov will be in Play New York City, showing its face. What's going on?
Finally. No doubt.
Pirates off? Is it Pirates off still?
Yeah, no, the eyes have returned. I have two.
Oh, okay.
So no doubt, man. They're definitely excited to go out there to play NYC. You know, this is a small new event. It's only like a couple years old. The first time we're actually going, so it should be cool. It should be an excellent. So if you're from NYC, come out and say what's up to the Lords.
Pull up, man. NY, pull up for real. Like, this is our city. We want to show love, man. We don't have a lot of events. It's always LA, whatever. So we got to support the home team, the borough, NYC. Let's get it.
Yeah, for sure. So definitely, you guys can catch me on Twitter, LordSovILP, and BX Sovereign on PSN and Xbox Live. Again, big shout out to all the Patreon winners, and again, thank you for the support, guys. Every every month we got 1 or 2 new patrons. We really appreciate that, man. It helps so much, and the fact that our base keeps growing and our fans keep growing, like it's amazing to us. So thank you.
Thank you.
Really
Salute. Shout to my man Ghost is Supreme in there. I see you. What's up, Lords? You already know Ghost in the building. But Lord King, man, NYC repping. What's going on?
Yeah. It's kind of funny that Christopher Hart didn't know that.
Yeah, that's funny. I wonder where dudes thought we was from. You ain't hear that New York in us?
we down in there, man. I told you, ran down on Adrian Broner. Ghost Supreme is in the chat. Shout out. Let me see. Okay, so we have Play New York coming up, and I think that's going to be huge for a lot of reasons. One is like Cognito said, that's home base. You always secure home base first, and you move forward. And we're trying to give you different views on gaming in general. So you're going to get a chance to see an event that you probably didn't hear of, didn't know about, but will know a lot about by the Lords, because we out here, we're covering this stuff. Just like Sovereign said, I do appreciate every last Patreon subscriber. I do appreciate every last person that was watching live. 100 people, that's so beautiful. And you guys in this chat consistently every week. I swear, like when I say it's a family type of thing, I see a name and I'm like, that's my man. So when Chris hit me up on Twitter, I knew exactly who Christopher Hart was. It was an immediate follow right back. And I keep it real. Like, we play video games. It has nothing to do if he plays. I don't care about all that stuff. That doesn't matter. He's never been disrespectful. Our chat is one of the best chats that's YouTube.
Love our chat.
Very respectful, very clean, and none of that other stuff. We leave that stuff at the door. We know it's about games. This week, KOS will be up where I give you a great statue. Bathroom is finishing. Y'all can see back there that stuff is almost finishing. And Combat Talk won't be this week, but it's coming up soon, because we have Sean Porter versus Errol the Truth Spence, and that's going to be a knockout, drag out, one of those fights that you decided to watch. That you called your friends over. I'm going to give you all the equipment that you need to talk about it, so you can act like you know something. Because if you don't listen, I watched that UFC. I didn't know anything, but what I did know was that Colby Covington is probably the next electrifying UFC fighter. If you hate him, you're tuning in. If you love him, you're tuning in. That's not a person that you're going to be indifferent on. And I want to watch every fight that man has.
Absolutely, man. Lord King has spoken. So you already know, man. Yeah, check us out. Like I said, we're going to have the audio up later tonight. Lord Kaibatsu will have that going. And again, so just to be clear, will be no show, but we're going to have a lot of coverage for you guys. Try to get as much coverage as possible. Lords of Gaming .net, please check out for that. You know what I'm saying? Stream Team, me and Petey got some things planned, and hopefully, I don't want to blow it up too much, but exclusive interview with some exclusive people, but we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. But yeah, much love in the realm, like King said. All the support, everything is tremendous, man. We really could not do this without you guys, and it's always good to see y'all up in the chat, starting trouble and being petty.
I love it all.
No doubt, man. If anybody got anything else, enjoy your Sunday, and we'll catch you later. Peace.